Dean, this week I was personally offended by something that happened.
Wow.
Personally offended.
I'm not usually one for to care for people's offenses, but I'm curious now.
On the eve of the greatest holiday for the greatest country known to mankind,
Jumbo.
our brother to the north, Jumbo, selected The Indian in the Cupboard as the movie of the week over Independence Day. over The Patriot. Right? It breaks my heart. It's unforgivable.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Mario.
I'm Jonathan.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank our friends over at Wanda Scrapyard and 16 Corner for sponsoring tonight's episode of Collecting Weekly.
Bunch of angels. We have so much news to talk about today. Like, it's actually it's incredible. Like, at least 5 new hot toys. Well, maybe 4. And some really neat figures. Where did Dean go? From other properties. Before we get into that, let's kick it off with the world's favorite podcast segment.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week?
Saved it. Dean, you're muted, bro. What's going on? Oh my god, technical difficulties.
Oh no.
Check.
Anyways, Mario.
Wait, hello.
There we go. Oh my
Hey, there you are.
Dude, I'm literally just on here and like all my shit cut out.
Yeah, you like backed out.
Yeah,
don't know what
it's the
happened.
StreamYard thing, dude. I'm literally not doing anything else. I'm just doing this, and it happened.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, so what'd you get new this week? Thank you, Mario. Yeah.
Yeah.
He saved it, bro.
Came in clutch,
A
dude.
true professional.
So what'd you get new this week? Now that I'm back, I'm going to go, Mario. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I picked this up. It's the SW Toys Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3. Yeah, it's a remake of the game. It's a 6 scale. Super dope. Jill is a fucking badass. That game is so good. If you guys haven't played the Resident Evil remakes, do it. They're awesome. So yeah, I picked her up. She should be here probably. Hopefully, I'll have her by Monday. We could do a live unboxing. But,
Where'd you get it from?
Giant Toy, which I'd never ordered from.
Wow.
But yeah, they had her the cheapest at $155. So
Not bad.
I decided to spoil myself. So, but that's it. That's all I got. So.
What'd you get, Eddie? Or Mario? Jesus, I've been
Oh,
reading a comment
my
about.
gosh,
I was
dude.
reading this comment and I was going to feature it because I thought it was funny.
Oh,
We miss
man.
young Eddie.
Yeah, we do. So I've been without anything for quite a few months, and then my birthday was not too long ago,
Happy
and
birthday.
I had a few things come in. So worked a deal out with
Holy
Manny.
shit.
Picked up Rogue One Stormtrooper from the homie. Shout out to Manny out there. Thank you very much. The Mandalorian Scout with the bike came in just in time, and along with the Last Jedi Kylo Ren, which I know we were talking a little while ago whether or not this was going to come with a shipper or not, based on the conversation that I had with Sideshow.
Yeah.
Turns out they delivered it in a shipper.
Wow.
Yeah,
Much ado about nothing.
Pretty much. But yeah, that's what I got new this week, and it's pretty cool.
What a birthday haul. Let's check up on the chat real quick. We got Toy Mafia, Eddie Maestro, Joe P, Equan, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Mike Pemricas. Who else we got? We got Trendy Tech, Dylan, Mark Pearson. Mark Pearson's our first YouTube channel member, one of our first ones. Look at that. Eric Ruiz staying up late for Collecting Weekly. Love to see it. We also have Dylan, Facebook user, Joe P, KJ Smith, bunch of angels in the chat.
Dylan, join the show, Dylan.
Bunch of angels. Now, I had a new this week. So for my anniversary, Victoria got me this Weta Gandalf miniature statue. It's a pretty nice statue, polystone, about 6 inches tall. I think the likeness is pretty good on it as well. I know you guys were roasting about it. You guys were roasting about it, talking about it was homeless Gandalf or pooping Gandalf. But you know what? You can't make me feel bad about this. I love this statue, and I got it at a great price. Shout out to Barnes and Noble for the discount.
Look at that, dude. 1/6 scale, man.
1/6 scale man. My bros. What a guy.
What's up, bro?
Leal is he's so fun on the show.
Yeah, Leal, nice to meet you last night. Great show. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, I'm working on. I'm trying to buy.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm working on maybe some negotiations on eBay, but it's so difficult. Like, you might want something, and then you have a seller that has it a little bit higher, but they're also kind of dragging their feet. Like, I'm just trying to confirm some details, and it's just a matter of like I just need a few more pictures, and I'll shoot you an offer, and it's just like, come on. I get it was the holiday weekend, but if you're trying to sell something that you've relisted 4 or 5 times, like, if you really want to sell
you should be motivated to sell it.
Yeah, Mark, the package did arrive. I got to pick it up from my parents' house tomorrow, so I think we're going to unbox that for After Dark. So thank you for that, Mark.
Nice.
I wanted to address this comment right here from Mayton909. Giant Toys Raids or Princess TNS is the way to go. I did see on TNS the same figure, the Jill Valentine, and literally within a day, their prices swapped. I was ready to order on TNS at $155. And I went back the next day and it was at $160. I was like, well, Giant Toy's at $160. So I went back to Giant Toy and theirs was at $155. I was like, what the hell? So
I'm
I don't know.
not the biggest TNS fan, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
But that's another story for another day. Let's get into the news, starting with
there's Eddie.
that. Oh, not that. There we
Whoa.
go. I usually have my window queued up, but when Dean shared his, it dropped mine out of the queue.
Sorry.
It's okay. We have the Summer Showcase 2021 figures. We have Cyborg, Spider-Man, Neon Tech, Iron Man, Mark 50, 4.0, that's a mouthful, and the Armor. The Armor, this is, out of all the Toyfair exclusives, I think this is the one that's the best. But I still think that, and we talked about this with the first Mando, when the Beskar Mando came out. Hot Toys seems to like do this thing where you have to buy all the characters to get all the accessories, right? Because if you look at what she comes with, there's no, I guess there might be one Beskar little ingot, but I just feel like the Camptono, the full stack, the hologram for the Beskar armor, I feel like all of that should have came with this figure, especially because the new Beskar Mando that they just solicited doesn't come with that stuff. It's like now you literally have to get every Mando to get the things that every character needs, and that's so frustrating to me. It hasn't gone up for pre-order. I know Eric Ruiz was asking about, he messaged me this morning about when I thought it would go up. I was thinking it should have been up by now. Obviously that's not the case, but sculpting wise, outfit wise, I think it looks great. I think if they can get this one at $250 or lower, I think that's going to be a great price point. But Dean, what do you think about this?
It's easily the coolest thing they've announced, specifically for the show, but pretty much recently, I think. This is a figure everyone's been wanting since she made an appearance. You don't think so?
No, but go continue, please.
I think it looks great. I think the fur could use a little futzing, maybe a little more like out. But yeah, dude, I think it's a cool release. We were talking about it last night, and it's like so many people want this, but it might be the perfect figure to make it exclusive. If they keep it exclusive. The last time they did this with Anakin, they re-released him 3 fucking times. So, I mean, who's to say, really? But I think it's great.
To me, this is completely underwhelming, man. I don't know what it is, but look, I'm all in for all the Star Wars figures. I mean, everybody knows that. And when I saw this finally come up, it's just so underwhelming. All we're getting accessory wise are just a couple of tools and a backdrop. Or does she come? Does she come with a Smith's table or anything? Or
no,
or,
I think
or,
it's just this. I think it's just this. I would have loved to see a damaged Stormtrooper helmet like the Boba came with.
Dude, honestly, I'm at a point where I leave all the accessories in the box. I don't care about accessories. I mean, that's just me, but it's like
put that on the T-shirt.
Yeah.
No, dude, if I have the space to display the accessories, I'm gonna want to do it, man. And this is just, to me, it's so underwhelming. Where yes, I'm gonna pick it up, but I'm for the first time about picking up a Star Wars Hot Toy series. I'm like, do I really want to pre-order this one? I'm like reconsidering it. You know what I mean? And I hate that I have to think like that. But to me, this release is just so underwhelming, and I'm sure it's gonna come in like at $280 or $270. You know,
yeah, it's definitely going to be too high. Yeah,
that's a dagger
and
price
it's
point.
just
That's
not
way too much.
It's just not worth it to me for that, for what we're getting.
Yeah, I would say 245 tops.
Yeah,
is what it should be.
240 tops is where it should be.
242.
That's absolute ceiling.
239, honestly.
235 now, bro. But yeah, no, it's just completely underwhelming. I mean, this is even though this is, everyone is saying that this is probably like the best of what they've shown so far. It's still
for the con.
I just think for the con, yeah. Well, I mean, no, I'm saying as far as the 3 announcements that we've received so far, how this is the one that stands out. Which to me is kind of sad, you know, considering what the other 2 that are out there. But that's just my opinion, y'all.
You're not wrong, but it is the best of the 3.
I mean, it's not saying much if we're being honest.
Exactly. John, what do you think, bro?
I'm totally with you, Mario. This very underwhelming. I think the Toyfair exclusives that we got, ridiculous in my opinion. Out of the 3, yeah, you guys are right. This is the best one. It's the armor. A lot of people wanted the armor. Here you go. I think the execution on the figure was really poorly done. I think it's really plastic looking. The helmet is really plastic looking. The chest plate looks really plastic. The accessories, make those die cast, man. They look so flimsy. They're just there. That fur coat, like that coat thingamajig she uses there. What is that? Like, what do I need to get a brush to brush that thing out?
Yeah, the hair on the coat looks way too long from what it's supposed to be.
Looks too long. It looks cheap.
Another thing too, there are other Star Wars figures that everybody's been really clamoring about. I mean, we're super late with the original trilogy stuff. I mean, I think a lot of us are Mandalorian out in general. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is a character that should be released, but I don't think that this should have been a Toyfair exclusive.
And and the other thing is the accessories. So the accessories need a little work. Look, they look flimsy. They look poorly molded. I don't know. The other thing I don't like, that backdrop. Like, there was so much potential that they had with this figure. They could have given us, instead of that paper backdrop, why not give us like they did the armory for the Batman set. Why not do something like that where you can have, instead of having a paper setup or cardboard setup, you can actually have like a small armory that opens where you can put the tools. And
that'd be pretty dope.
That'd be awesome.
Expensive, but it'd be pretty dope.
Expensive, but you know what? That's an exclusive. That's a Toyfair exclusive. Make it a Toyfair exclusive. Also, the burner. You know the burner that she uses with the flame? They could have shot some nice blue LED lights like what they use for the Jedi's lightsabers. Shot some blue light, man. There was so much opportunity that was missed. This is a rush. This is a rush job. End of story.
I'm gonna go with John here. This pose right here looks so boring. Like, I only purely included this because it looks so boring. Like, if you had a little bit of an effect going on, maybe pose them. Like, I mean, this just looks really poor. I think definitely, at minimum, like a little bit of an effect you could put at the end of that, right? I think that would have made it much better. Counterpoint, I would say, when we talked about this on PJ's stream last night, I definitely wouldn't want something like a C-3PO or a Han Solo Bespin as a Toyfair exclusive, because these Toyfair exclusives, I imagine they're probably, since they come out so quick, we'll talk about Cyborg Spider-Man's time frame here in a second, but they usually come out, you know, within the year, right, before Christmas time. So these are probably going to be very short produced figures. Obviously, like the holographic Iron Man and the Barber Stanley, I don't think those were that popular, but typically, you know, like Anakin Skywalker, like those sold pretty decently until they made more of the Anakin. So I don't know that you want to put a critical character in a Toyfair exclusive slot. So for me, I think this is a great release in this slot, because, you know, you could have a Mandalorian display without the armor, and I think it would be fine. But you could also, you know, add it in there, and I think it would improve a display.
At the end of the day,
I don't hate this.
What Sean's saying, what John wants is a $400 figure. You're gonna pay a high price for this. What you're gonna get, they might as well pay a little bit more and get a nice display with it. The other thing is, to your point, Zach, they're all over the place. When it comes to Toy Fair exclusives, they've done Anakin. He's a main character. That Dark Side Anakin was a...
Yeah, but that's a variant. They had already given us a
The
wide
original
release.
one.
You know what they could have done then probably is the new shiny Mando they just put out. I mean, would you guys think that could qualify as an exclusive? You think there'd be less bitching about it if they did that?
No, I don't think there would be less bitching.
No, I think I'd be probably bitch more because that's
worse,
a waste of a slot. Yeah, I don't know. Up next, Cyborg Spider-Man 270, and that's gonna be a big talking point later in the show. October to December 2021. I did want to point out, because I think some people in some of the chats we're in and some of the groups, they think that this is like an original Hot Toys design and that it looks stupid, like with all the parts mismatched together. But that is how the design looks. I mean, that's pretty much straight from the source material. So I don't have really any criticisms as far as that goes. It is dynamic, and I would say, even though, you know, I think a lot of us wanted Justice League Cyborg to be announced, I think this is an okay Toy Fair release. You don't need this in a Spider-Man shelf. This isn't something like a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, right? Something that people are just going to absolutely need to have, that they're going to sell out instantly. This is a nice little addition to a Spider-Man shelf if you're really into this character. And I've seen maybe like 3 or 4 people that are super hyped for this, but I think this is... I would much rather have something like this, which is a little out there, than another Stanley or another Neon Tech Iron Man, which unfortunately we did get as well. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's unique. Like you said, you don't have to have it on the shelf, which makes it perfect for an exclusive. It's also cool for an exclusive because, like, I mean, they'll probably never ever remake this figure, ever. You know, eventually, we were talking about the other night, they'll probably remake the A New Hope cast, right? At some point. Maybe in 10 years, maybe 20 years down the road, you know, they make new versions. I doubt this would ever get retouched. That being said, it's a fucking weird Spider-Man. I mean, he's in the game. I never used the skin. I don't like it. It looks cool. I don't know if it translates very well to toy design, especially Hot Toys. Maybe like a Legends would be cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like, I guess. Like, it's almost so inoffensive, it's offensive. Does that make sense? Like, I don't hate it enough to care, but I care that I don't hate it.
It's funny that you mention a Legends figure, because there is a retro Spider-Man, like in that retro vintage card back that they're doing for the Marvel Legends, of this design. So I'm wondering if it's like
really?
a Hasbro thing where they're trying to push this like skin for some reason. I don't know if there's like a big anniversary with this particular suit. What do you think about it, Mario?
I think it's a cool looking design, but again, it's the wrong cyborg, man. Look, a lot of collectors were, when we saw these clues that, hey, we might be getting cyborg. We did get cyborg, but just not the right one. But I don't remember this suit in the game either, like you, Dean. But that's not to take away anything about the figure. I personally kind of like it. I think it looks pretty cool. I think where Hot Toy shines is their details in their mechanical arms, when they have like robotic type pieces anywhere. And I think this is a decent looking piece. It looks like that bottom, the forearm, was that recycled from the Winter Soldier? It kind of looks like it.
I thought it was, but I didn't take the time to confirm. I'll be honest.
But yeah,
I'll double check.
Yeah, it's a cool mishmash of all kinds of different things. I mean, I know nothing about this suit. Not much of a comic fan to really. I think it showed up in the comics as well. I thought I saw somebody mention that earlier. But no, I think it looks cool. But it's but $270 though, man, for this guy. I mean, why? What in here demands that price tag? I don't get it.
It's not the Winter Soldier arm.
Okay, all right. It looks cool though, nonetheless. Though I'm feeling it. John, what about you, John?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I like Dean's points. It's different, so it fits the kind of toy exclusive genre, and here's a little, because this is going to be limited. They're not going to make too many of these, and once it goes, he's right. They're not going to reissue this. Did we really need this right now? No. Is there a lot of figures on the wait list that can get replace this? That we all want? Yes. What I don't like the approach on how they fooled the collector. Build up the excitement. Oh, we're gonna get Cyborg.
Wow.
This and that.
They didn't.
That's all the rumors, though, dude. That's people misinterpreting rumors and people guaranteeing that. Yeah, but Hot Toys isn't personally. There might be employees of Hot Toys that are doing it under the table, but that is not.
Yeah, but Hot Toys knows that we want a Cyborg, right? And then they give us this.
Yeah.
How many Spider-Man outfits could they have done? How many Spider-Man outfits from that game could they have done?
Dude,
trust me, you're probably gonna get like 55 more. So
yeah, there's like 60 outfits.
I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm saying it's irresponsible to say that Hot Toys baited collectors and then dropped this. Those rumors are.
I didn't say
all
Hot Toys
that.
baited collectors. I just don't like the way that it was teased. That get everyone's excitement up for the Justice League Cyborg.
I speak for every guy here. We don't like being teased. But that's other collectors doing the teasing. It's
You don't like a good edge every now and
I know
then?
what Zach is saying, and I kind of know what.
Regardless, look, it's different.
You like that?
That's funny.
It's different, but I think it's a waste of a release, in my opinion. I think eventually we'll get that Cyborg. Justice League.
Hopefully. Because the thing that's weird with Cyborg is, for the longest time it was like, oh, well, they can't get the licensing rights to the actor, Ray Fisher. I went to Target yesterday, and there was like McFarlane, Ray Fisher Cyborg stuff. It blew my friggin' mind. It blew my friggin' mind.
I think...
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think all that is after they did the Snyderverse thing, because...
Open it up again.
Yeah, because Ray Fisher's whole problem was, what's his name?
Whedon or something like that?
Whedon. And he didn't want to play ball, but now that they've, opened this gate, I think he's more inclined. Then that's just, again, more rumors that we heard. I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
Speculation.
Yeah, speculation. But, I mean, yeah, I think it's entirely possible now that we will eventually see that figure.
Let me get through these
I just don't
comments
like the way Hot Toys is. Hot Toys knows what the collectors want, and I don't think it's this.
Yeah, but they can't blow their load so fast because they got to make money down the road.
But they have such a backlog, Dean, that they have such a backlog. Yeah, they really do.
Let me get to some of these comments. Pemrica says we're really making Cyborg Spidey's fam. James likes the Mark 50 Neon. We'll talk about that in a second. Eddie Maestro, America's Cyborg. Eric Ruiz says, I'm over Spider-Man figures. They outplayed those suits. I can't stand them. Wow. We also have Maton909 says, waiting for Hot Toys to announce 1967 Spider-Man cartoon suit. Mark says, How come we get 30 figures from this game, but I can't get 2 Battlefront figures? You're not wrong.
Seriously.
Sean says not a waste of release for everyone, and I want to know if he's picking it up. I'd love to know that.
Yeah. Sean Lockridge says Spider-Man number 21. Lots of great comments there. Damn, the chat is wild tonight. I love it. Irie says, I love to see all people in the community get butthurt over hot toys, whether it's the prices or we don't get what we want. These are toys. It's something we collect for fun and enjoyment.
He's got a point.
You're not wrong. Yeah. You're not wrong. I think it goes back to the responsibility of us as people that provide these type of podcasts or shows or services, whatever. Because I think one time Dean called me out on a show. We had gotten a rumor from a very good source that the Midas armor was coming out. And it was a great source, but no one was really talking about it. And it was so out there that we sat on it, and we sat on it, and we sat on it, and it looked pretty good, but we sat on it. And then other people broke the news. We sat on it. And then the figure finally dropped, and then Dean complained on air. It's like, dude, what the hell? Like, we could have broke that news. And it's like, you're not wrong, but we get things like that a lot. And more often than not, we're right or wrong to either share the news if it's a very credible source or to not share it. And that's just something that comes with what we do, right? We can't share every single rumor that we hear. And sometimes we get pretty good on the news. Sometimes we don't. But
you guys remember when the Mark 47? I think the rumor came out like a year before the actual reissue hit. I remember seeing somewhere in a post, it was completely random, that the Mark 47 was supposed to be reissued. I think during a con season.
I remember that was it was last year or the year.
Was it last year or the year before that? Yeah, and people were.
I remember the guy that started the rumor.
It didn't happen, and then it eventually came to pass about a year later.
Well, the guy started it as a joke, and it spread like wildfire. It was a British guy. I remember that.
I just want to make a comment. I want to say something. At the end of the day, we're 4 guys here. Lots of channels on YouTube. Lots of people doing this. We're 4 guys here. Everybody has a different opinion, and I think that's really important. I don't think we should come on air, my opinion. I don't think we should come on air and sugarcoat our feelings. I like hot toys.
Circle jerk each other. Unless we want.
I mean, hey, it's 2021.
Hey, man.
That's at the August barbecue theme.
If it'll get the views, why not? Let's all do it.
We have our opinions about the figures, and that's it. You might not agree with my opinion. There could be someone out there that does agree with my opinion. If nobody agrees with my opinion, or Mario's opinion, or Zach's opinion, that's fine too.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
But if you disagree with mine, I will hate you.
He will find
this
you.
Guy.
And he will.
Can I just say that I'm feeling this, Jason, where Jason is at with this comment?
Which one? Feature it? Rumor has it.
That could be. That's actually a pretty good segment name.
We have a rumored segment on the show sheet, and we usually do put that disclaimer out there. But again, like, we get rumors every week, right? I'm not going to share a rumor every week.
Dude, especially now, like, we know people, not to sound braggadocious, but like with their finger literally in the pot. Where it's like, hey, I'm sitting in these meetings and this is what they're talking about. Or my cousin works at this factory, or my, significant other works with this company. Like, we actually talk to those people. Maybe like a year ago we probably didn't know any of those people, but now
I knew. I had the inside track on the premium Hot Toys wrist peg market.
There you go. Yeah. But like, we actually, have those conversations. Dude, people will join the stream after we sign off and talk to our ears off for a while. And it's really cool because, that information is kind of, hard to come by, but it's like, dude, shit changes. Sometimes those things are real, and then it's like, hey, like, it got put on the chopping block. It's not happening anymore. So
I appreciate
Zach's not wrong. Zach,
One
he's
Six
correct.
Scale Man says you guys are giving your honest opinions, which some will value if they're being completely honest with themselves. Keep on speaking
I appreciate
your
that
truths,
comment.
guys. I'm trying to read the comment.
Jumbo,
what a homie.
Jumbo, baby.
Read fast.
Pembroke says 4 guys, 2 black gloves. Danny Lee says 4 guys, 1 microwave spinner. Eddie Maestro says 4 guys, 1 cross stream. Put that on a t-shirt.
God.
Jesus Christ.
I love the chat, man.
Matt
love you
says
guys.
rumor of a
Popping
Molecule
today.
8 revival. I know. Now this, oh, Jesus Christ. Now I get it, right? It looks like the tracksuit. I get it.
Sure.
But do we need this? Mark 50, one of the worst selling Iron Man in my opinion, is still available on Sideshow. You can get it on the groups all day for like $280, $250, way below retail.
Yeah, didn't one sell loose the other day for like $230?
I don't know. I have nothing good to say about this. I'm so over the Neon Tech thing. Its only saving grace is that it's not holographic Iron Man 2.0 because holographic just looks like absolute ass. I appreciate that they gave you some accessories because the last thing we need to bitch about is the Neon Tech accessory pack 1.0 for the 4.0. This is going to be like a $430 figure that's going to sit on Sideshow for like a year and a half, 2 years. And eventually you're going to be able to get it for like $350 with free shipping. I have nothing good to say about this. I know James C. I'm sorry. I know he said he liked it and he loved the color scheme. Aesthetically, I think it looks great. You know, I totally get what they're going for here. But for me, I just can't stand Neon Tech. What do you think, Dean?
Zach, you know me and my feelings for Neon Tech. I fucking can't
love
stand
it.
them.
Oh,
Dude, they are the bane of my existence.
Jeez.
The first thing I want to say about this is they were, correct me if I'm wrong, but like kind of starting towards the beginning of the suits. Like Mark 6,
It's like Mark 6, Mark 4, War Machine Mark 2, I think. Mark 3.
Yeah, like they, and then it's like, oh, let's jump all the way to the end of the line, which seems odd. That being said,
God damn it, Sean.
I think this thing was pretty fucking cool.
So I've never seen so much discussion about how much they dislike not having to spend money on a figure. That's what we do. All the other shows on the internet, well, most of them are like, you know, they're jerking Hot Toys off under the table. We gotta bitch and moan sometimes.
They take a cut.
That's what we
skim
excel
off
at.
the top of Hot Toys.
Yeah, we're not yes men.
Yeah.
That being said, I think this looks fucking sweet. I
Jesus,
usually really hate Neon Techs. This one looks fucking dope. I wouldn't buy it, but I could see why somebody would. Yeah, I think it looks. Of all the Neon Techs, this one's cool. This should have been like its own fucking suit. You know what I mean? Because the other Neon Techs are just like black with like Tron outlines. This one's very busy. I like it a lot. I still technically hate Neon Techs, but Mario or John.
Yeah, I agree with Erie. He said out of all the Neon Techs, this is looking like it's the best one. Nice paint application. It looks like a great figure. The price tag, that's what we need to wait to see, because we already know that this thing's going to be out of the park. For Hot Toys, it's a cash grab, right? This Neon Tech line, it's a cash grab to fund other figures. What I would have liked to see this, even not necessarily a reissue, and I think a lot of people were expecting, and this would have been a great opportunity to release it, would have been the Mark 1 diecast. What do you guys think?
Nope, not as an exclusive. No,
You don't think so?
That's look. As much as everybody wants that figure, it's just like the
Should not be.
kind of like the Dark Side Anakin, what you guys mentioned earlier. That's such a critical release that it should not be reserved for.
Yeah, but Sideshow
for an exclusive.
Sideshow ends up, you're able to pre-order off of Sideshow afterwards anyways. Right? It's not going to be just a Toyfair exclusive. You can get it off of Sideshow.
all of these are available.
Yeah, so what
worldwide.
difference would it make?
Because I don't want to get it through Sideshow. That's the difference. I don't like the idea of Sideshow exclusives, man.
Wow.
You know, it's just it's
Well,
it's
nothing's
there.
really
It's a thing.
Sideshow
It's always
exclusive.
well.
You'd be able to get these
well in the U.S. You're really not going to get it elsewhere, right?
The Toyfair exclusives are available to retailers.
BBT.
Not all of them. Not always.
Not all of them, but
Not always. No.
For the license for the brick and mortar, Stevens Collectibles had no problem getting all the Toyfair for the last few years.
Even the
the only way you're going to get it is if
But he's
Sideshow.
getting them
He wasn't in
from
market.
Sideshow.
He wasn't in market when Anakin.
Oh, you're right.
But Anakin was available for a really long time. It sold
Oh,
out
it was.
initially,
It
and
was.
then it went back into It's
But
just
Star Wars
solicitation.
wasn't as hot at the time either, you know. So
You're not wrong. Pizza Boy says unbiased honesty greater than toxic positivity. You guys are doing great.
Yes,
What a
sir.
fucking guy.
That's
look,
What a
you know,
guy.
Pizza Boy McLaughlin.
This
What a
is
fucking
just
angel, bro.
it's a cash grab. It's for the guys who started the Neon Tech line. It's a cash grab. It's
No,
nice.
this
I'm
is-
not going to take it away.
Every Neon Tech is a cash grab.
I'm not gonna
It's the
take it
same
away.
every
thing.
release is a cash grab.
This is
I mean,
gorgeous.
come on.
The execution is gorgeous on this figure. Based on the photos, let's see in hand. Fingerprint wise, I'd handle this baby with gloves, that's for sure, with that black paint job there. Because the oils and the fingerprints on this, you're going to be able to see for sure.
Now these don't come with like head sculpts, right?
No.
No, and in fact, I think we had a request to hit them with one of these.
So no head?
They come with base accessories, like very base accessories, these Toyfair exclusives. What are you going to do? Mario, what do you think?
You know what? I'm with Dean, minus the whole hatred towards the Neon Tech. Look, I don't mind it. As a matter of fact, I love seeing the Iron Man figures. I think they all look badass. You know, I love the design. It's the same basic generic Iron Man design, but these look so sleek. They look so cool, and the paint scheme on this one, Dean, like you mentioned, this is a badass looking figure.
It is.
I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna pass on it because like I already have a Mark 50 in the collection that I never really opened, and I do plan to sell it, but not right now, considering it's still out in the market or still available for retail, and aftermarket sales are just shit right now. But I dig it. I like it. It's a cool looking figure, man. And then for all y'all who are getting it, I applaud you guys. But yeah, I'm not picking it up. I'm not, again, like I said, I don't care. I don't mind the Neon Tech releases, but every year we get an Iron Man. It's expected. So at this point, who cares? Who cares what they give us? I mean, with exception with the Mark 1, but who really cares? Let's just see what they give us.
Who cares what they give us?
Related to Iron Man, John.
Okay.
Related to Iron Man.
Sorry, I missed that.
Okay, so my whole thing with the Neon Tech is like, if they were original design suits, I would be like all for it. But the fact that they're literally just rehashed old suits with a different paint job is what rubs me the wrong way.
Well, they rehashed the Mark 7 a million times. Look how many variants you got out of that.
Yeah, and I don't like those either. But like the Iron Man we got the other day with those translucent parts,
Holographic.
that would have been a cool like Neon Tech release. Like if it wasn't called the holographic one, like if it had the cool paint, like that would have been like holy shit. It's a new Iron Man. It's a new line. Like, but the fact that they're just like rehashed old suits, it's kind of annoying. But that's where I sit on Neon Techs.
Not a fan. We'll see what this comes out to, and we'll update you guys next week if it's available. Hot Toys also showed the Vision 250 releasing July to September 2022. This is not part of the Summer Convention exclusive, so this is going to be a regular release. I think that this figure looks fantastic. I think the body on this is so much better than the new Vision. I think the sculpt looks really good. I think it's a very bare bones figure. I haven't seen, I'm very open about the fact that I'm not really watching these Disney Plus shows, so I don't know if there's any other accessories that this figure could have came with. But I will say, if you're a collector that has a lot of natural light in your home, I think you're really going to want to watch out for how you display this figure. Even just a little bit of sunlight over time is going to yellow the suit. And of course, obviously how you handle it. But aesthetically, I mean, this looks incredible. I got to tip my hat. Sometimes Hot Toys does some really good shit. The eyes look fantastic. Like I said, just a bit light on the accessories, but like this body build right here on the left is how the Vision should have been released or should have been solicited. I'm not a fan of the way, looking at this now and then looking at the Vision that they just showed. This is.
Are they really different?
Yeah, yeah. I'll pull it up right now. If you want to go ahead and give your take, I'll pull that one up.
Yeah, please do, because I was just gonna say it's a white version of something we were already getting. I mean, he's gonna look like this for all of 3.8 seconds of the show, and moving on in the MCU. Like, he's not gonna look like this anymore. I don't think. I could be wrong. If you guys know anything about White Vision, leave it in the chat. But I can't imagine spending that kind of money on a figure that's like that's why I didn't buy Heavy Mando. Like, it's just not. Why am I gonna spend $400 on something that's like not in the show? Why am I gonna spend? I mean, he's not gonna be $400, but like,
So this one has that really bad bodysuit, and then it has that really huge Robin crotch that like is real out there.
Hey, well,
he might be packing.
That's how he was blessed, dude.
I don't know, man. I just got to get that checked out. That's some growth.
It's all synthetic, so it doesn't matter.
Dude, his
right?
his feet are way better on the white one. I think you're right. I think the whole figure is better. Holy shit! I honestly didn't look at them side by side. That's crazy.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
In other words,
do your homework.
I'm just kidding.
Shit!
I'm sorry.
I haven't seen that in a while.
I was about to quit the fucking show, dude.
How dare
really?
you?
You're gonna fucking come at me like that?
Coming at you out of buddy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool looking figure. What about you, John?
Yeah, I like this one. David is saying that the White Vision has a light up gem on the head. Is that correct? Is it actually light up? Because that'll be.
I can double check.
That'll be.
It looks like it does.
Yeah, it looks like it does based on the photos. I like the look of it. The body's perfect. Now that you brought up that other photo, that crotch is atrocious on the other Vision.
Yeah, even the arms are better.
Everything, yeah. The musculature of the body is a lot nicer. Sean is saying that the first appearance of White Vision is in West Coast Avengers. For all you comic book fans out there.
Light up gem and changeable eyes?
Well, Leo was saying the same thing. I like this. See, the thing here is, would you guys have liked them to have done a 2-pack?
No. What is with you and making figures more expensive, John? Jesus
Christ. Well, what's the difference if you're going to pick up both? How's it making it more expensive?
Because they're not going to give you a discount. You're just going to get a box.
Okay. You know what, Zach? Honestly, he's not wrong.
Real quick, this one does have a LED light up function in the head.
Awesome.
It preserves the original release of the Vision from, was that Civil War?
Yeah, but that figure was awful.
Or Age of Ultron?
Was not good. That figure was not good.
It's not, but it preserves the original release, and it's like, hey, you didn't buy that Vision. If you want to buy this one, now you have to buy both. You got to pay the premium.
I don't like it.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
And Zach, you got to understand, living outside of America.
How dare you?
What?
The VAT fees,
America.
America.
Crossing the border, man.
That was America.
Because you guys just think about yourselves. Us. The fees, man.
Hey, man. When we live in the greatest country, okay.
Crossing the border. It's a one-stop fee. Get them both over here, and that's it.
So when you buy figures at your local stores, you have to pay VAT as well on top of those?
No, they include it in the price already.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
So is it
when I buy
cheaper
from my
for
guy,
you? Is
when
it
I
cheaper for you to buy
from
from
my
Hong
guy
Kong?
here, I don't buy. No, it'll end up being the same thing. We got to pay over the border. What I do is, if I have a distributor here, when I buy my Hot Toys, I buy through him because he'll buy a case of the figures, and then it's like one fee for all of them. So you take a little bit of a less hit when you're purchasing it individually. But if I buy through Sideshow, if I don't have reward points, you're paying through the roof.
So Mike makes a great point. What about the people that already have the original Vision? Now they need to buy another in a 2-pack to get this White Vision. Well, I guess maybe you're saying as an addition to a solo pack.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't want to gyp the collectors. That wouldn't make sense. Erie brings up a good point, Mike. I wouldn't want to gyp those collectors, but have the option of a 2-pack, maybe with a different feature or something like that. When they were fighting, have the option. I wouldn't say just issue the 2-pack with the White Vision so that everybody loses out and they're forced to buy that. That's not right. No, I wouldn't agree with that.
No, I'd say fuck them. No, I'm just kidding. No.
I think if Hot Toys,
that's a good point,
Toys
Mike.
doesn't update the new Vision with this body mold, I think it's gonna be an outcry.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be an outcry. What do you think,
Oh.
Mario?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I can only reiterate what you guys have stated. I mean, after listening to your guys' thoughts on this piece, because I have like nothing to say about this thing, to be honest. But now looking at it, yeah, the proportions overall do look a lot better compared to the original Age of Ultron vision, and even so with the one that's already solicited from the show from the standard vision. Yeah, it looks cool, but an all white figure that's hard to maintain to handle or whatever. But and to what you said earlier with the whole worry about any direct sunlight or very little indirect sunlight can cause damage over time. I'm sure it's something to think about, but no, it looks all right. It looks cool. I'm passing on it. I think it's kind of too little, too late, though. Don't you think, to be releasing more figures from the show? I mean, there's another character. Even though, Zach, you said you haven't seen the show, but
I mean, you
think
could. If there's a character that you want to spoil, that's fine. I don't really care. I'm not gonna watch the show.
I think Agatha Harkness would have been like a better companion piece for Wanda, considering that they showed the last the Scarlet Witch interpretation of Wanda. I think that would have been something better to release than the White
And
Vision,
she's
but-
in Loki.
No spoilers, Dean.
Wow.
It's not spoilers. It's like
Spoiler,
What episode
bro.
of Loki did you see her in? She's not in there so far.
Dude, I haven't seen her yet, dude. What are you talking about?
There's an episode where they go to a Ren fair, and this girl's like, "What are you guys doing here?" That's Agatha.
Wow.
That's her?
Wow, Dean.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
this
never,
This
I never knew
second
that.
show you spoiled, man.
That's
Second
not
show.
even a
Agatha and Loki?
spoiler, dude. It's literally it
John,
happens like
that's-
that. It has nothing to do with the show.
Is it?
I didn't know that.
I don't remember that. What episode was that? Was that the third
I
one?
think that was episode 2.
Episode 2 or 3, yeah. It's real early on.
Wow.
Scott
Okay.
agrees. Why does this version have the light up head and blast effect? I agree.
Oh, am I wrong?
Yeah.
Hot.
Sorry. go on.
Andres says wrong. Dean James C says mega
You're
spoilers.
wrong.
Hot Toys put up a new update of their Wanda head sculpt. I know when this one first came out, we were saying that the crown was too low, and a lot of collectors were trying to figure out how they could modify theirs to have it pulled up a bit. And boy, when Hot Toys,
Toes.
Hot Toes, I was on PJ.
Yeah, on PJ Hot toes.
When Hot Toys puts their mind to it, they can really do something special. I think this is such a tremendous upgrade from V1 here on the right, V2 on the left. This looks awesome. I have zero complaints about this, and I know I was saying on PJ's stream last night, like no one would have complained because of this change that they made it for the better. But you don't want to take any chances, right? You show people way in advance what they're getting with the new updated portrait, so no one can bitch and moan down the line. You know, when people start to get it in hand and it's different. I think this is a smart move. One, I think they listened to the complaints and the feedback, they made the change. But two, also letting people know what to expect. I think it's fantastic. Dean,
Dude, this thing looks so fucking good, and I don't have a Wanda in my collection, so I may pick this up. Although, the Doctor Strange movie is right around the corner, and apparently it's like both of them are in, like, it's not just a Doctor Strange movie. It has both. Apparently, it's very heavy on Wanda. So I think that I may want to wait and see what that Scarlet Witch looks like, because they're just going to release figures for that too. But that's all so far away, and then even further the figure release. So I may pick this up, dude. I love Wanda. She's a babe. These head sculpts are fucking incredible. I hope the eyes still light up.
I was wearing that too.
But yeah, the crown is way, way better. I like it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think this is impeccable. It looks like perfection. I know some people were complaining, I don't know how, but again, everyone has their opinion, where her face looks a little bit chubby compared to the show, but I don't see it. I think the tone, the hair, everything looks perfect. To Dean's point, yeah, they're gonna make other Wandas, that's for sure. But I think in this style, I don't think they're going to make too many of them. So it's all going to come down to how many Wandas you want in your collection. But I'm definitely excited to see what this figure is going to look like in hand.
Yeah, dude, they did a great job with this updated portrait, man. And shit, I'm not gonna lie, man, this is tempting. I'm tempted to pick this up myself, man. And I'm done with Marvel, dude. But dude, this really came out really, really good. And yeah, Dean, to your curiosity, I'm also curious about whether or not they're gonna keep the lit up eyes. I'm sure they will. I mean, they've already solicited it, so they have to, right? But yeah, props to Hot Toys, man, for this update. It looks amazing.
Would you sacrifice the light up feature for this head sculpt on the right?
Of course, all day, dude. Well, I don't think it's a light up feature. Doesn't it like work with in certain lighting?
I thought it was like an iridescent,
something like that, where it reflects the light. But I'm just saying, if you had to choose, would you want that feature or would you go with the head sculpt on the right? Yeah,
I go with the head sculpt, dude. 100%.
Yeah, Sean's saying it's luminous.
It was iridescence. M Toys Nicholson Joker 152 releasing Q4 2021 to Q2 2022. Quite the range there. I know Mars Toys is making this figure as well, and we were talking with some people in the biz, and they were saying that maybe there was a bunch of leftover parts in a factory, and they were able to M Toys might have been able to pick these up for cheap to, put together a kit or a full figure. I don't know that this is the look that I think most people would want in their collection, but I also think most people that have this Joker have the purple outfit version. So I think if you're a big fan of this iteration and you already have the legit one, and you want a way to spice up your Batman shelf, 152, I don't think it's bad. Now, again, remains to be seen. There are other companies doing a mime Joker. So I think once all the cards are on the table, you have to decide which is the one that you're going to go with. But looking at these pictures, I think it looks pretty good. What do you think, Dean?
You muted, dude.
You're on mute.
Stop muting me, and that won't be a problem.
Well, you're breathing like an axe murderer, dude. Jesus Christ.
Fucking deal with it. I've been on the show for how long?
Some days it's worse.
Then shut the fuck up. Anyway, I think this figure is fantastic. I know we were having a conversation, John and I, the other day, that it's just a re-release, but I mean, I don't want to spend $500 on a Joker figure.
Yeah, exactly.
So and it might not ever be re-released, so it's like, a company comes in and does this, and yeah, it's a little shady under the table, but I mean, there are people who really want this figure, and $500, which, I guess is technically fair aftermarket, that's what it's going for. That's just too big a pill to swallow sometimes. So I think it's great. Again, I understand it's a little shady, but people really want this, so I say good for them.
I don't know that there was such a demand for this version of the Joker. I mean,
I think it was so limited. That's why.
But I remember the DX sat forever on Big Bad to the point where I was considering picking it up. Mm-hmm. I mean, I had the purple coat version of the Nicholson one, and I was thinking about it for the longest time. And then when it finally sold out, I was like, "Oh, hey, look at that! It finally sold out after being in stock forever." But yeah, does it come with the sculpt? It comes with the sculpt. It's the whole figure, right?
Everything there, yeah, everything, yeah.
Yeah.
For how much?
152.
Shit, it's not bad. Not bad. It looks all right. I mean, I'm sure they don't have the purrs in there, right? So,
probably not. I don't know.
I don't believe it has purrs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, it looks cool. I mean, you can't go wrong for the price. No. And if you guys missed out on it, and if for those that are willing to settle on this, I mean, do we know how the other one came out? Because did they do a kit, or was it a full blown figure for the other version of the DX?
So Mars Toys, I think that one's a kit, and they did post an update this week, but there wasn't really. it was just a black and white picture of a sculpt, so I didn't really feel like it was like necessarily newsworthy. But I know Manny has that one on order, and I think maybe there's a Daft Toys kit as well. There's a lot of like Nicholson Joker stuff that's being made in the third party realm. Yeah, so Jow says Mars Toys one is a full figure with purrs also.
Really?
So yeah, there's a lot of the stuff going on right now. And it just seems like out of nowhere. Like these third party companies get together and all decide to make the same fucking figure at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's this must be. Correct me if I'm wrong. He has to be Portuguese. I think it's pronounced João. It's Portuguese guy. What's going on, buddy?
I think it's Jow, but okay.
It's not. It's João. He'll confirm it.
I've talked to him before. He didn't introduce himself as Jow. Let us know how your name is.
I'll put money on
please.
it.
Oh, careful with that.
10? Let's make it 100.
In Canadian?
Yeah, that's 10.
Yeah, or the real currency.
Look at that. Nailed it, bro.
Told you. Anyways, back to this figure, okay, guys? Back to this figure.
When I saw this come up, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, that doesn't help me at all.
All he has to confirm is he Portuguese. That's all he has to confirm. If he says he's Portuguese, you're good.
No.
Yes, sir. Anyways,
talk about the figure, John.
When I saw this, I literally thought it was a reissue. I thought they were reissuing the figure.
He's taking his blood pressure medicine.
It looks spot on to the Hot Toys. I have the Hot Toys one. It looks spot on. If you missed the Hot Toys one, and you're okay with taking part in an illegal activity, then jump on this because this is awesome. It looks so perfect. This doesn't come with the body to confirm.
Yeah,
it comes with the body, or you have to buy the body.
No, it's a full figure.
Oh, okay, wow. For $150, that's a steal.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a steal.
Yo,
Google is saying Joao.
Thank you so much.
Which isn't what John said either.
How'd you say it, John?
João. Yes, it is.
No, you added like an N in there, bro.
No, I didn't. You can send the 100 to my PayPal. Thanks. It's witnessed.
No, we didn't agree on the 100. I said 10.
Yes, we did. We agreed.
We need to stop.
Anyways, guys, this figure, come on.
Hang on. We're stopping the show. I'm sorry. We gotta. I don't know that there's a clear cut winner just yet.
It is.
America.
John is right. Move on. See?
Wow.
I don't know, man. John's
He's
adding
saying
some
it
N's in
himself.
there.
Shuo.
I'm just making sure that Jow knows how his name is pronounced.
He just confirmed it, bro. Move on.
Something you guys are gonna see this message. I want you guys to remember this.
Clip this.
John is always right.
Well, except for in most things. I never agreed to the $100. I agreed to $10. I'll send you $10. I'll send you $10, not $100.
Come on.
Anyways, Sideshow the dude.
Okay, skip it.
I've been waiting for this forever.
They're
Skip
really
it. John,
they're really dragging their feet on putting this stuff for pre-order. But they did drop some photos. I think it was like in a blog post, and it looks like a really good Sideshow figure. I think that's the best way I can describe it. I appreciate that
it's almost like a third party, but
it's like this is a pretty good third party, but like a really good Sideshow figure. I like the base. You know, if you're gonna give me a simple hexagon base, they should do this more often. I like how this base goes with this figure. Like even if it's just a sticker, they should do that.
Well said. Perfectly said.
Dean, you're. I think you were saying this was an instant pre-order.
Yes.
Like Grail even.
Yes.
What do you think now that you're seeing it?
I was trying to part one out the other day, like find bits and pieces because I really want a dude. I mean,
you want a dude?
The carpet on the base, fucking the smartest fucking thing. That's so. I can't believe they thought of that. That's how smart that is. Fucking Sideshow drops the ball everywhere else. I think maybe it could definitely use some futzing. Go back to the other pictures.
Yes.
I think the jacket's a little too small. I mean, that he fucking swims in that thing in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think they made him a little too pudgy here. He doesn't look like that. But yeah, some definitely good futzing, and I think maybe his head sits a tad too high. But I'm fine. I'm getting this.
Mario,
I can't wait for it.
Sorry, I was clearing my throat. Dude, I love this movie. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, man. And whoever's got the movie of the week next, can we consider this, please?
No.
This is a great freaking
We're gonna watch
film.
Evangelion 10.20.
Yeah,
How
seriously.
dare you?
Huh?
How dare
Look,
you?
I mean, Dean, I agree with all of your points. The jacket is way too long. But there's something about the head sculpt. It just looks cartoonish to me. It looks like it belongs on like in an anime or
Marvel
something.
Legends
I
or
don't know.
something.
Yeah, seriously.
I agree. I
my
think
man
that
is rocking
it
a
was off.
5 head, dude. I mean, look at that.
Jesus.
But yeah, it just looks too animated to me. But if they can improve on the portrait, again with the jacket, I would reconsider this. I mean, because I wouldn't mind having the dude in my collection, or the Duderino, however you want to call him. But yeah, I love this character, and I would love to have him in my collection. But unfortunately, this is the wrong version that I would choose to pick up. But yeah, well, that's my thoughts. I think, John,
You guys are gonna massacre me. I never watched the movie, so look at Dean's face.
Wow, dude.
Dean's face is like
That's fucking.
can someone
dude.
eject this man?
I'm not even upset. I'm excited that he's gonna get to watch
Wow.
this movie
That
because
went a
it's
different
so good.
I never.
Like, it's a travesty that you've never seen it, and I am upset. But I'm more excited that you will get to see it.
Okay, I will make it
It's so good, dude.
a duty to watch this. I like the.
Wait, was that a nice little pun there?
Yeah, it was a pun. I caught it.
Okay, that was
he did well there.
fantastic.
It was very.
No,
good.
you did well. You said I'll make it my duty.
I said it.
Yeah, that was great, dude.
He said duty.
Is that part of the movie? I didn't even know.
Well, he's the dude, and you said
Oh,
duty.
duty.
I thought you put that.
No, Zach.
I love this.
It's like 10:30 over here, buddy. I'm not doing any puns over here. I like the bass. The bass was a nice touch with the carpet. I agree with you, Zach. They should do that. But again, it's Sideshow's figures. I haven't bought any of them yet, but I'm sure. What were you gonna say?
You haven't seen this movie? The carpet plays a fucking huge role
Yeah,
in the
why
movie.
not just give us a full blown freaking carpet? That
Like,
would've been-
you're not wrong, but like I said, the fact
A
that
whole
they put
carpet.
it on the base is like hilarious. Like, it's so smart. Like,
Now I know
Well,
that this is
that's-
supposed to be Jeff
that's just
Bridges.
your opinion, man.
yeah.
I know this is supposed to be Jeff Bridges. I agree with Mario. It's a little off. It looks a little animated. That I know because I've seen clips of the movie.
You're not wrong.
it's
Especially
a-
with the glasses on, it looks like a caricature.
It looks tad off, but the
Yeah.
body looks good. We'll see. I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm gonna watch it for you guys for this weekend, and maybe we could talk about it on the next After Dark.
So
after
then we're
this
all in
week.
agreement that this is going to be our movie of the week.
No,
What the fuck?
Zach has to
It's my
decide.
turn to
It's
pick.
Zach's
What the
turn.
fuck?
We'll
It's
probably
my turn
watch
to pick.
Pokemon
I
Gold,
will
Silver,
say
and Blue or
this.
something.
Hey John, fuck you. My fucking Facebook got hacked because you made me go to some illicit Chinese website to watch the fucking movie because you didn't check if we could all stream it.
I said we can all watch it together. Nobody wanted to do it. That's
I
all.
will.
didn't
I
invite
will
me.
say
I told you where to
this.
find it. I found it.
I'm having a difficult time finding this exact outfit in the movie because he either wears the white shirt.
It's like a pink shirt, I thought.
It's a purple V-neck.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
these very intricate pants. Or when he wears the gray shirt, it's also like different. Like they have like patterns on the pants.
Wasn't he wearing this when he was making a cup of coffee when that other chick shows up, the artist?
I'm going through. Okay, that's he makes it's a White Russian.
Oh, excuse me.
But that's also a V-neck. Is that a V-neck?
Big fan over here.
Oh, it is a V-neck. Okay, maybe that's the scene then. I can't see his pants in the scene.
Because to be honest, I just remember the GIF of this thing, and I think it's just like this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's exactly the scene. Good job, Mario.
Okay.
I found it.
Sweet.
And it comes with this White Russian. Dude, I don't care if this is going to be 240. I'm sure it's going to be too high for a Sideshow figure, but
Shit's
I
gonna be
need it.
280, bro.
Be like
I need
340,
it.
dude.
John Wayne. This is Infinite Studios by Caustic Plastic. Q4 2021 to Q1 2022. This is not up for pre-order yet, when we started recording. This comes in a deluxe version, which is shown here. Actually, no, this is the regular version. Then they have a more deluxe diorama set. I think this looks fantastic. I think the weathering detail here, the accessories. We always talk about innovation, and I know this has been done before, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. Molecule 8 introduced the magnetic base,
Yes.
and this figure is going back to that. I'm not going to get this, but this looks really great. Caustic Plastic does make some great stuff. They are typically very expensive, though. You're talking like $280 and up for a figure. But, you know, I know a lot of people complain it's Disney and Star Wars and this and that, and you know, props to Sideshow and props to Infinite Studio and Caustic Plastic for kind of pulling some out of the hat, giving us something a little bit different. What do you think, Dean?
Okay, I don't really know why this is solicited as John Wayne, because, I mean, although it is John Wayne, this is Rooster Cogburn from True Grit. The only movie where John Wayne wears an eye patch and this outfit and is a deputy marshal. So the fact that it's not marketed as Rooster is a little odd to me. I'm a huge John Wayne fan. One of my favorite movies is a John Wayne movie, Rio Bravo. Well, I can't find it streaming anywhere because that was going to be my movie next week when I picked.
Sure.
But holy shit, I think this is fantastic. Like, it looks like fucking John Wayne is standing right. Like, it looks like a dude in a fucking cowboy outfit. Like, it's amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, like you said earlier, Zach, it's nice to see something different other than Marvel, DC, Star Wars. I mean, and for a company like this to pull something off this detailed, looking this great, it's fantastic. It's nice to have that sort of variety and diversity out there in the world. This is a fantastic looking piece, man. I love it. The fact that, I don't know, have we ever gotten a John Wayne figure before? Does anybody know? Or, I mean,
if we did, it's probably like a red man that's terrible.
Yeah.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
But no, this looks great. The tailoring is fantastic. The sculpt is badass, and I gotta say, I don't recall ever seeing any of his work, so shame on me. But no, I mean, that doesn't mean I want to go see something now. I mean, but no, it's a cool looking figure, man. I dig it.
That's high praise.
Yeah, so this, like I said, this one's from True Grit. If you're gonna watch a movie and this piques your interest, it's True Grit. There is a remake with what's his name, the Big Lebowski we just saw.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, where he plays Rooster Cogburn. But
it's a great movie, actually.
Yeah, it's a fantastic. Really, either one, it's really good. My favorite John Wayne movie is called Rio Bravo. So, if you're gonna watch one, I recommend that one.
Cool, I'll check it out.
He's a little before my time. I never really got into John Wayne, but I know who he is. I've seen him, not in person, but on the screen. Outfit looks.
You don't say.
Outfit looks good. I could just mirror what you guys said. What I want to touch on is that magnetic base, guys. Please,
that's nice.
Hot Toys. This is what we need. Can you imagine your like Iron Man figures or whatever figures with a magnetic base? We don't need that bloody crotch grabber anymore. We need strong joints, but I think
that's the thing.
Yeah, we would need really strong joints, but I just think some of the poses you can get, and especially if you're someone who likes to do museum poses, standing up straight, I think this magnetic base is a brilliant idea, and I hope they pick up on it and give it to us. But they're going to have to give us better bases. Those little black bases with a crotch grabber, those need to go, and we need a new stylized base where we can, because this is perfect for displaying. It looks like a statue, to be honest, from far. If you look at that picture on the right, it looks like a statue. Yeah.
Well, you don't have that crotch grabber in the back. You're right.
Second time on the show, always right.
Well.
Wow.
Someone put a supercut together of all the times John has been wrong, please. Again, like John said, the most important part of a magnetic base is how good are those joints, right?
Yeah.
They have to be good where the joint meets the boot and where the joint meets the leg. And if any of those are weak, including the knees or the hips, this thing's just gonna topple over. So it's pretty ballsy. It's real ballsy for them to do this. I think it shows a lot of confidence in their production quality. Look at this, John. The suit's already pre-chipping, so you don't have to worry about that. I think
it's going to have a little bit of weight to it as well. The base is going to have weight. It's not. I don't think it's just going to be just plastic. It's going to need to have some weight, so you got to take that into account as well.
It's going to shatter through people's D-tops.
Jesus. like one layer after the next.
It was a bottom shelf figure then.
For
oh
sure.
Boy, I don't think it's going to be that heavy. Now, I don't want to bore John and Mario too much, but Tamashii released their event exclusives. Yeah, go ahead. For 2021, these are going to be solicited at Comic-Con at Home through P Bandai. And boy, I will say this. It feels pretty fucking good when you get out of a figure before it gets reissued. I sold my Beerus and Whis because I knew, Dean, in my heart of hearts, when we were talking about it, I was like, bro, I know these are going to get reissued. Like, they have to.
Yeah.
And sure enough, basically these are all reissues. There's 2 reissues and 2 repaints.
But now you'll never have the original.
Dude, that's 4 reissues.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, John. I am fine with that. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is super. I mean, for me, it's good, right? I don't have a Beerus and I don't have a Whis, but I can understand like how fucking annoying that is. Why?
You didn't have a Beerus and you didn't have a Whis? Is that what you said?
That's their
It
name.
doesn't sound right, dude. I'm sorry. Go ahead. As you were.
So like, and I didn't want to pay the aftermarket prices because I thought they were way too high for characters like I kind of like. I don't even like. They're not even like some of my favorites in the show. But, you know, to complete the shelf, it was bugging me that I didn't have them. So it's cool that I could get them again, but, like, holy shit, dude. Like, 4 at one time? Like, come on. Like, there's other figures you could make. Like, because this Goku, and his hair's translucent, so it's going to be different than the original release.
Yeah, same with the Nappa. This is a recolor on Nappa.
Yeah, the Nappa's a totally just an accurate recolor, which pisses me off.
Yeah, because the first one was the wrong color scheme to begin with.
Yeah, but it's like I don't give a fuck enough to sell my old one and get this one. But all of these figures, stupid expensive on the aftermarket. $160 minimum for like Nappa, and then this Goku was like in the $300 range.
I sold Beerus and Whis together for $450.
Fucking insane.
And when I got them, I thought I paid too much. Because I got Beerus, Whis, and like 4 other figure arts, and I traded my Mark 50 for those, which at the time I was like, damn, that sucked. But I got coupons and rewards, and then I sold them for $450 for the pair.
Now,
and
did you do that? Did you do that because you were expecting the reissue?
I had a good feeling. I had a good feeling. This was back in maybe February. I had a real good feeling they were going to get reissued.
If not later, because that wasn't that. Dude, yeah, I was gonna say like that wasn't that long. You were selling your figure arts. Yeah, it's again, I don't really mind reissues or recolors, especially with figure arts, because their price point isn't that high. But holy shit, 4 of them, all of like there's no room for anything else now. I gotta wait until a whole other year passes to get new figures that are also too fucking high because they all make them P Bandai exclusives.
Yeah, these are going to be way more expensive than the originals too.
Yeah, it's fucking. I'm super done with this line.
That's why I sold mine.
There's like one figure I really want, and it's Raditz, and his price is fucking stupid. So I probably won't ever even own that. But like, yeah, it's really fucking annoying.
I'll skip Mario and John because I know you guys don't like Dragon Ball Z.
We're done with this line too.
It's okay. I want to talk to Mario about what the scrapyard I need. Mario, you collect Star Wars 3 3/4 inch, right?
I do.
Isn't it super annoying when you get like a vehicle or a figure and they're missing like a blaster or like a canopy or some landing gear?
I can't tell you how many times that's happened, man. I mean, little pieces go missing all the time, dude. So And I don't want to go. I don't want to go on the aftermarket and try to search them down for the originals. I mean,
Well,
what do I do, Dean? How do?
I got good news for you.
What's that?
You can head over to Watto Scrapyard. You can find him on Instagram, Facebook, and eBay. He makes 3D printed parts for hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as resin printed head sculpts of literally anybody. Mario, I think you should get one made of you because you're handsome. If you don't see
somebody.
If you don't see, the busty one. if you don't see a character you like on his page, just send him a message. He's super friendly. He's a fucking angel. He'll get it designed, shipped, and printed right to your door for a reasonable fee. So hit him up, and he'll take away your headache.
What a guy, man! That's awesome. Thank you, Dean.
I think
Star
Dean
Wars
deserves an
collectible
Oscar for that one. And I'll give the best supporting actor to.
I wasn't acting. That's from the heart.
That's
bro.
naturally.
Dude, Sean really is a fucking angel, dude.
I couldn't agree more.
I love our friends over at 16 Corner. They are the best in the. I don't know what you're laughing at. Best in the biz. What are you laughing at? I'm trying to give this great sponsor read.
Your face was like I gotta follow that.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
Zach's gonna get a SAG
we were gonna
award.
go all out. I didn't know. How dare
So
you?
Zach, tell me a little bit more about 16 Corner.
Oh, they are the best in the bid. Biz. God damn, I can't talk today. Clip that. Their mission is to provide the best figures and collectibles for their customers. They offer great prices, great packaging, the likes of which we have never seen, fast shipping, and honestly, Mario, the best customer service in the biz. You hit them up, you don't get pushed to the bottom of some line, you don't get ignored, you don't get any attitude, no post on Facebook calling you a fucking idiot like other groups out there.
Right.
You can choose your figures, pay safely with PayPal, and leave the rest to them. They're fantastic.
They got some good pre-orders up right now. They have the Joker that we just talked about, the Creed figures, the new from Resident Evil, Chris Redfield. They got all kinds of stuff up here.
Yeah, they got great
the
stuff.
new John Wick. Have you guys seen that?
The new John Wick.
That one actually does not look good. I'll be honest. That's not their fault, but that one does not look good.
Really? I think it looks fantastic.
Look at Zhao's. I'm sorry. How do you say it? How do you say it,
Juan.
John?
Juan.
Look at Juan's review.
Really? Okay.
Look up Juan's review on Third Party Reviews YouTube channel.
Oh, you know what? I was gonna say, why haven't I seen that? It's because I put a new YouTube account on my computer.
Hell yeah. Let's get into some miscellaneous figure news. This one I thought was just kind of funny. Hot Toys 501st Trooper released. Very great figure. Potentially even figure of the year in some circles.
Yeah.
Glaring omission or error on the base. 501st Batlalian Clone Trooper on the nameplate. And I believe people that have mentioned this at Secret Base, they basically said that's just how it is. So this is not the first. This is not the first base error we've seen from Hot Toys. The Sith Trooper, Mario, remind me. I believe it was
that was a Return of the Jedi
swapped
Stormtrooper. Yeah,
with the Sith Trooper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly. But I don't think there's been a misspelling like this though. I mean, that's just a blatant, completely different name change, and the plates were replaced because I mean it's a different figure, but an outright misspelling like this. I mean,
this is third party worthy.
It's it's not a deal breaker for me, man. This figure is so damn good, man. Who cares what the base is? I don't care if it says freaking the everyday collector on this thing. I'm still getting like freaking third.
Wow.
Wow.
I would care. I would put that back in the
if
box.
If this thing said the everyday collectors to be priceless.
Well, there's his first time being wrong on the show today.
Okay, listen, do we know? Wow. Do we know if this was like a little production run that was with this issue, and then they fixed it?
I don't know if this has been corrected. It's my understanding every post that I've seen of someone that has shown off the figure in the base has had this issue.
Howard, are we need a statement? Is this going to be fixed in a later batch or what?
Yeah, if they fix it, then I think these are going to be worth more, to be honest.
Oh, of course. Now there was more drama with the Mark 85 head sculpt exchange. This post is on 16 Republic. This guy says, I found out after my local European retailer directly asked the distributor yesterday that the deadline for the exchange of the Mark 85 sculpt was 6/17. Neither, wow, that's a tough sentence. Neither did Hot Toys or the distributor inform my local retailer about this deadline, and now it seems I'm screwed. I have directly contacted Hot Toys on 5/21 about the exchange, and I got a response from them on 6/18 after a few reminders to wait for my retailer to get back to me in a few days. To me, this looks like Hot Toys intentionally does not want the users to have a chance to exchange the head sculpt. This guy, Daniel, says, I've been asking Sideshow, and they still don't have the replacement head sculpt. Marco replies that the deadline was in June, and this guy's like, what the hell? I contacted them twice about this, and that they would contact me when they're available. And there was a ton of people here that had the same story, that they never got an email. They had to stumble upon the exchange form in an unrelated group. And people are very upset now. This issue is just really weird because there was an unboxing on YouTube, Mario, that you pointed me to.
Yeah.
And inside the box was the new 85 sculpt. Now, rereading Sideshow's message that we showed last week, Sideshow had already acquired their full distribution of Mark 85. So it could be possible that the new 85s that are coming out of Hong Kong would have this new sculpt. So at this point, if you're ordering a sealed Mark 85 from somewhere in the world that's not Sideshow, you're just playing you're just rolling the dice on what you're going to get. And unfortunately, they're not able to open up those forms to resubmit for head sculpts. And, I just think that's, this whole situation is just so weird and just so out there. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah, there's conflicting stories left and right. It's like, what does it come with the new head sculpt or doesn't it? Because everyone has a different take on it. What it sounds like is happening is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, the allotment that Sideshow has gotten is the max they can get. So
it's their full fulfillment of what they ordered. Rather.
So all of theirs will come with the original sculpt. But
by original sculpt, we should clarify this: the head sculpt that's shipped with all the 85s to begin with, not the originally solicited sculpt. Yeah. So Stuart Little Iron Man sculpt, as I was calling it.
Stuart Little Iron Man sculpt. So it's not a issue with Hot Toys saying all of them are just going to come with the original sculpt. Suck a dick. It's all of Sideshow's, their order fulfillment has been met, and all of them will be the original sculpt. But you can get the secondary sculpt in package, I guess, from other sellers, like a Tim Cent or something.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Okay. That's how I understood it, but I was like, dude, there's so many fucking people.
But I'm not sure if
Hot
Toys opened all the old boxes and swapped the sculpts, or it was after a certain point in the production did they change to the new. That's what's the confusing part for me.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Also, the whole thing with the exchange program being almost secret was kind of shady as well. Pizza Boy McLaughlin says this situation is absurd. Hot Toys should have withdrawn all the figures that came with the old sculpt, but as always, it's about money. It's also weird that they want the old sculpt sent back. Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand.
It's at all. Dude, this is your fault. You need to make it right. I shouldn't have to do anything. I shouldn't have to send you shit back. You're the ones that fucked up. But yeah, I mean, that's where it sits. I hope that clears that up for y'all.
Yeah, especially how much we're paying for diecast Iron Man these days. I mean, you're absolutely right that we should be sent the updated sculpts and completely have the freedom to keep the Tony Stank sculpt in general, right? So there's, but I don't know. I wonder if this is actually true, because I'm still not 100% convinced that this unboxing, whether it was staged or not, but
no, I've seen on the groups that this is legitimate. That other people that received a Mark 85 sealed from, a Asian distributor, that it was this sculpt in the box. There was a guy in Singapore on one of the groups that was actually one of the first people to have the head sculpt in hand.
So I'm sure like Sideshow's not going to order anymore because they know this thing is going to sit on the shelf just like the Mark 50, right? I'm sure they don't.
I don't know how it works. I don't know if they can order more. Like they probably order a certain quantity in the thousands, and you know, it's not like Hot Toys is constantly for months and months and months producing this. Once they're done, they move on to the next figure.
I'm curious to know also if the third-party sellers are going to be increasing the price on this thing, considering that they're taking a gamble. They're playing Tony Stank roulette if this is going to come with the updated head sculpt or not. But yeah, who knows? It's a totally screwed up situation. And again, like you said earlier, Sideshow didn't even mention publicly when the cutoff date for the exchange program was. I mean, you know, bad on them for doing that.
They did, but it wasn't like overtly published. It was like in a blog post and then also in their private Facebook group. It's not like it was like front page, like in an email.
But I think John mentioned it before that they should have sent out emails to everybody. They have a record of everybody that got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but
this is just going back and forth, back and forth. Someone needs to step up and take ownership. Hot Toys should do just like a press release in regards to this. Instead of producing Neon Tech Iron Mans and this and that, do a press release, get this taken care of already so that the collectors know. Now, 1 week we're talking about people not knowing and the figure having the original head sculpt. Now we're talking about another week we're talking about the figures that Sideshow is going to be getting. We're going to get the new head sculpt. Now we're back to just send out a press release. Let us know what we're getting so we don't have to go back and forth. Come on. We're dealing with multi-million-dollar companies here. They can't. What are they, illiterate that they can't do a press release or do some sort of news update?
They spelled battalion wrong, so
I'm wondering that if they're collecting all these head sculpts so that they can just repack it in like the battle exclusive.
No, they'll do it as the battle damage head.
Watch. No, because what if they surprise is like when the Mark 50 Neon Tech comes out and say, hey, surprise, you get a Tony Stank head sculpt with it as well.
I'm so sick of all this baloney, man. Just get it taken care of already. Jeez. Yeah.
Holy Mac, dude.
It's like back and forth, back and forth. Now everybody wants this head sculpt. Look how good it looks. Damn right.
I said holy Mac out loud today. On accident. So I woke up. It's like I'm like running late to work and it's fucking pouring rain. I'm talking like flash flood monsoon out of nowhere. And I'm like running late and I don't get to park where I normally like to park. And I step out of my car, boom, into like this fucking running river of water from the rain. And I'm like, holy Mac, out loud. And I was like, what the fuck? It was wild.
Rub it off.
Dude.
It was wild. Let's get to our main discussion of the night. Are you being priced out of the hobby? It's no secret prices are going up with everything, whether it be inflation, tariffs, trade war stuff, who knows. But as a collector, I've been collecting since 2000, and I want to say 2017. So not incredibly long, but certainly long enough to have been through many different things. And I think as a collector, I'm starting to get to the point where I have to be very selective with what I purchase. I'm not pre-ordering things anywhere near the rate that I used to, because it's so expensive now to be a collector, right? And I have some examples here. If you look at the Mark 46 Iron Man retailed $345, Mark 85 Battle Damage retail $446, so almost about a $100 increase, which is ridiculous. Also, Captain America increased $50 from in-game to Civil War. Iron Studios, even a company that I really like, that I really want to support, the T-Rex was $650, and that's a huge statue. Like, it's fucking massive. Or you can get a 10th scale Magneto for $250, right? A very small statue with a little bit of a diorama base. I just think as a collector, it's hard to collect when these prices just keep going up. Looking at some of the old Iron Studio stuff, some great pieces, $99. And then you get to the new Iron Studio stuff, almost $150 for a 10th scale statue. It has a little bit of a diorama base, sure, but a lot of their more simple bases that are just on the standard hexagon with a little bit of rubble, $140, 150. 50% increase in a few years. Even just Marvel Legends, price of Marvel Legends has gone up from $20 to $25. And the rate that they're producing these waves is ridiculous. Like almost every month, they've dropped a new wave. It's incredibly unsustainable. And I just think that as a collector, I'm having to get more, specific, like more tuned to what I order. I'm starting to go after older pieces that haven't yet like caught fire on the secondary market. Because I just frankly cannot afford like these prices, like 446, 250, 270. 270 for Cyborg Spider-Man is a ridiculous price, right? That's a huge price, and that's partly why most of my collection is customs and third party, because you can get so much more bang for the buck. I think for the Django that I have, I paid, like for the Django and a Mr. Z saddled horse, I paid the price I would have paid for like just a normal Hot Toys figure, and that was paying full retail. Aaron makes a great point. Masterpiece Transformers. MP10 was like $100 figure. MP44 is a $450 Transformer. And those are only like, I think MP10 was 2012, or maybe it was 2015. But that's not that long to go up 4.5 times the price. And I honestly feel like I'm getting priced out of the hobby. I love to do collecting weekly. That's never going to change, God willing. But as a collector, things are just getting so expensive that I'm really dialing back what I'm purchasing and how often I purchase. What do you think, Dean?
Damn it, you missed all of that.
Dean just blew himself, so he's going to make...
I was on mute, but I was like, "You're right, Zach. The prices are getting crazy. I'm out," and I left.
Yeah, I think you hit the remove button.
Yeah, I was trying to be funny, but I was fucking mute, so you can hear it. Anyway, yeah, dude. These prices are getting fucking crazy. Like with, I mean, even the deluxe Mando. How much was he?
Deluxe Mando was $315, and the new one's like $370 something.
Because my limit used to be $250. I'm not gonna spend more than $250 on a figure. And there was 2 times I broke that rule, and it was when I bought the Shore Trooper. I paid $270 at a comic book shop, and at the same comic book shop, I bought the deluxe Spider-Man Homecoming, and he was like, Zach, I don't know if you remember, but I called you and asked you like, hey, is this a good price?
Yeah, it was like $250.
Yeah, it was like basically what retail was. You can't. Yeah. I mean, I can't think of anything that's been announced recently that's been less than that.
I do want to get to this comment before we move on, because I think it's a great comment. But not
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Don't let me forget.
No, I won't. Even the fucking Gonk droid and the fucking Jawa is like, how much is that shit? Like way
like
too much.
$250.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
yeah, was super expensive.
That should be like $115 max. Like, the shit is getting out of hand, and it goes. And Zach, we've had this discussion a long time ago, where it was like, if you keep buying the thing, it shows that you're okay with the price, and they're gonna keep upping the price every so often, and then eventually, here we are. Like, I'm being priced out. Like the thing with the figure arts, they're not worth over $100. They're just not. They're like $60 figures max. Because I could get a really nice Marvel Legends for $20, and of course now those are $25, $30. It's like, why am I spending 3 or 4 times that for a figure arts? Like, they're not that much better. They are better, but Jesus. So it's
one
like,
one
dude,
thing.
Go ahead.
One thing I wanted to point out also, we had a After Dark with Justin, and he mentioned that the Hot Toys prices are fairly consistent, like year to year. So this is more, obviously we live in America, we buy our figures from Sideshow. We're not saying this is a Hot Toys problem, because obviously this is Iron Studios,
Right.
Marvel, Hasbro, Marvel Legends. This is more just the places we have to buy from,
Right.
and how we're able to get these figures. Mario, what do you think?
You know, one of the all these slides have one thing in common that you've brought up, is that they're all Disney properties. So I'm curious as to maybe the licensing fee costs might have gone up a little bit also.
I mean,
warrant
Disney
some of
is
these prices.
fucking greedy as shit, so
Well-
that wouldn't explain figure arts.
True, but I mean, just to go back to the whole Disney thing real quick, their parks have been closed for like over a year. That's like, from what I understand, like their main source of income, where they make all their freaking money so that they can
Really?
do whatever projects that they need to do. So I wouldn't be surprised, because of all that revenue that they lost during the past year and a half or so, that this could possibly contribute to that. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just speculating here. But as far as, I believe some people are being priced out of the hobby, and it's just getting worse, man. I mean, things aren't getting any better. When I started collecting 6 scale, figures were like about $210, $220 for a standard figure. And now standard's like what, $270-ish? Anywhere between like $260 to $280. It sucks, but it is what it is. Inflation's a real thing. And to your point, like you mentioned earlier, how Justin mentioned that how Hot Toys themselves have been pretty consistent in the pricing overseas. It's just that we just had to feel it here in the States and wherever else Sideshow distributes. Personally, I don't think that I am being priced out, considering what I'm starting to kind of become accustomed to, as far as being somewhat of a statue collector now. So I'm paying like anywhere from like
Big boys.
$600 to freaking $1,000 for a freaking statue. My most expensive one is like a $1,400 piece, which is, granted, it's really limited, but I can't help but I'm feeling conditioned to where if I'm getting raised prices from Sideshow, it's not, for 1/6 scale, it's not that much of an issue for me personally. But I understand that not everybody can really afford these inflating prices, and I agree, it completely sucks.
My money don't work that way, Mario.
I know. Not everybody's in the same fortunate situation that I am either, but
I got a kid to feed.
And hey, man, I got myself to feed.
Hey, there you go. Me too.
And I hate to be that person to say that it is what it is, but I mean, it truly is. But yeah, you just got to be more selective nowadays, which sucks. But at the same time, the plus of that is you're able to keep your collection somewhat in check. But it also sucks when something comes out that you really, really want, but it's just right outside your price range. That I think that sucks, man. It's unfortunate that this has to happen.
Yeah.
Where you at, John?
Yeah, you guys made all such valid points. When it comes to being priced out, I don't think I'm being priced out of the hobby. I think I'm being priced out on what I'm collecting. And when I say that, I mean if I'm going to go to 1/6 versus statues. I think the 1/6 ceiling is really getting to the top right now. Hot Toys prices. You guys are seeing these prices on the screen. But for guys like myself, Ian and Pete from OFAC, when we're getting figures shipped over the border, overseas for them, we're paying like $500-$600 by the time these figures come. And at that point, it's like, do I want to figure that? Am I going to pay $500-$600 on a Hot Toys figure that's going to potentially be re-released and I'm going to lose the value? Or should I take that money and invest it in a statue? It all depends on the person. For me, I'm going to go with the best representation of the character. Sometimes you're going to get the best representation in a figure. Sometimes you'll get it in a statue. And I feel everyone's different. Guys, everyone's different. You got guys who are single, guys with kids. You're not going to take food off the table to be buying these collectibles. This is our hobby. This is for fun. At some point, it's going to get to the point where it's like, how much are we going to be paying for these plastic figures? I don't know. I when I first started collecting, I think I was living with my parents. It was a different time, and I kind of bought everything. I bought Wolverine, Blade, Ghost Rider. I was everywhere. I didn't have a focus. I think the way they're releasing these figures now and these statues, you gotta laser focus your collection on what you want. Do you want to stick to comic theme? Do you want to stick to movie theme? Do you have a certain line, Star Wars, DC, Marvel, and you gotta focus on that because it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, that's a good point about maybe not priced out, but priced to focus. Because that's what I did with my Star Wars collection. I was like, I have clones, and I have Anakin and Obi-Wan for the prequels, and I stopped there. And then when I went to Star Wars, I was like, there's so many great characters, right? Like, of course you want them all. But I was like, I don't need more than one Han. And there's really only one Han to get if you're buying Hot Toys. So I was like, I already have the Luke and the Han and the Chewie. And R2 and C-3PO look the same in every fucking movie. Minus the leg, but don't come at me. So I was like, I just need the Hot Toys Leia and Obi-Wan. And I'll just have a New Hope. And I could focus on, there's lots of stormtroopers in that movie. TIE pilots, the gunners. Vader, obviously, because if not, I would fucking buy every single one. And this is what I was going to point out. If I could pull this up on the screen really quick. Look at these. So, the Mandalorian and the Child 260. That should be like kind of the prices we're used to on like a really like nice figure. But then the deluxe one is $315. Like, you're not getting that much. I mean, the figure is not different between these two. So are you really getting that much more shit to be worth $315 and then taxes on the $315 and then shipping? No. Now these
$375 too on the right.
Yeah, on this one, and then the regular one, which is just a fucking head sculpt between these two and a spear, is another. How much is that?
70 bucks.
Another 70. Absolutely not. Then you have like these two. These are cool, right? $220 for a trooper. You get a great base figure, the armor. These things are amazing. And it's like, okay, well, Darth Maul is like a special character, so maybe you do pay a little bit more for him. You get more accessories, a sculpt, light up arms. So $260, that makes sense. But like. Some of these are just like, why am I paying so much? Well, this has the stab of $400, but it's like there's no way that maybe the Rey shouldn't. Well, that's actually pretty fairly priced, but I guess I'm focusing on the Mando or even the Boba Fett here. Now I know he comes with like other gauntlets and shit, but like, fuck, man, is he really $60 better than like a fucking cool trooper? Like, I don't think so. I think $220 it should be about, again, these are adult collectibles. They are, they're not supposed to be, readily available for you to just go pick them up at Walmart. So like, I understand the increase in price, but fucking $330 for a base figure and a head, like, absolutely not.
One of the first figures that I ever bought in collecting was the Echo and Fives 2-pack for $180. Yeah, that's like a $700 set now.
Yeah.
And then Mario pointed out the DX07 was $300 for the 2-pack.
That's my baby. No, just to and
my
just
future baby.
Yeah, no, dream on. And just to make one more comment, it's one thing. Okay, prices go up, material prices go up. We had the pandemic that causes the labor. We had the pandemic that causes a whole bunch of delays and more cost. Okay, prices go up. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable if I'm paying that price, and I know I've talked about this so many times. I know that collectible's like protected in a way. You know what I mean? It's limited in a way. I'm buying an actual collectible. I'm buying an actual limited piece.
Right.
I'm paying. By the time that Mando gets to me, I'm going to be paying $600 for him. And in 2-3 years, they go ahead and say, "Hey, you know what? We sold out of this for a while. Let's flip it." And then I'm taking a hit on it? No, I'm not going to be paying those prices. It makes no sense. Now,
Yeah, but John, you know what you have to do? You have to not buy it.
That's the key. If we're buying the figures at the 250 price range, 300, there's that room where it's like, okay, I paid for this figure a half decent price. I enjoyed it. So if they reissue it, okay. When you're paying enormous amounts of, the problem with them, they want to make the money. They want to make the secondary market money right off the bat, because no one's gonna be paying $1,200, $800 for a Hot Toys figure. So they want to get to those secondary market prices right off the bat, so that it sells out and it's gonna maintain that price.
But
I think that's the way they're going, the tunnel they're going for their business, because everybody knows. Dude. Everybody knows their business plan. Their business plan is $500 for this figure, and in 5 to 10 years we'll reissue it, or 3 to 5 years we'll reissue it, and people have that in the back of their mind. That controls the market value.
I don't know. I just think when you have figures like Anakin that are regularly selling for $1,000 on eBay, like who's to say that people aren't willing to pay that for a Hot Toys?
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
yeah.
I think people are waking up, Dean. I think
that's
people
not
are
another
waking
can
up.
of worms, but
you know what, guys? What do you guys think of? Okay, so we've been seeing like a typical lead time about 1.5 to 2 years for a lot of these figures recently.
Way too.
So considering that they go for pre-order that early, do payment plan options kind of like, I know it helps out overall when trying to purchase that decision, but you think it kind of justifies?
That's an easy way
it makes
for
it a little bit easier.
That's an easy way for new collectors to get in over their heads.
Yeah.
Because if you look at a Hot Toys, it might be like four. Let's just say the Beskar Mando 2.0 is like $460 shipped or $450 shipped after tax and shipping or whatever. And you could say, okay, I break it up into 6-month payments, and you're like, oh, it's only $30. Yeah, but that $30 adds up, and you get people that get in. And they get new to the hobby, and they show off their pre-order list, and it's like 12 figures. That's not sustainable.
If I could put 2 cents into that question, because that's an awesome question, Mario. Because
that's why I asked.
It's good for new collectors. Fucking this guy, man. The payment plan is good for new collectors, but let me give you guys a piece of advice. Don't let the company, if you have self-control, don't let the company hold on to your money. You want to go on a payment plan? Fantastic. Have your separate bank account, and each month, you yourself transfer the funds for that figure into the bank account. Don't let what does Sideshow need to hold your money for? Things in life can come up.
But what's the problem with that? I don't understand that whole argument about letting the company hold your money.
Why should the company hold my money?
Because the companies have no. The thing that bothers me about Hot Toys, right, is we've seen it with like these niche figures. They have no incentive to put these figures out. Like there's nothing for them, right? You might have a figure that gets solicited and put out, like the 501st Trooper, in like 5, 6, 7 months, and then you got it and Harley Quinn get pushed back months, quarters at a time. There's no incentive if they have your payment plan money, and you're sitting on that last payment plan like Mark, and they have $300 of your money.
Yeah.
For months. He paid that off like in January, and he barely got it like a few weeks ago.
You're still guaranteed the piece, right? The worst thing that happens is that, hey, they cancel.
But also he could order it now.
Yeah, but why would you? But if life.
Also now he could still have his money in his pocket if life came up.
Exactly.
He doesn't lose $30 for
Well,
it.
yeah. That's true. That's
Hot Toys
and plus, let's be realistic.
Sideshow, rather.
Depending on how many payment plans you have, I know in this economy it's very low, but your bank does pay interest as well.
Yeah.
So you
should just put it in the Doge.
You can make interest.
Just don't do that.
I'm gonna argue the point with Mario that sometimes these motherfuckers sell out. So if you honestly think that this figure is gonna sell, rare, but it happens. It's happened enough that I think twice about should I pre-order it or not, because I waited almost too long for Cody.
I think if you're a go-getter, you could find any figure within a month that it comes out in the United States. You have to work for it, don't get me wrong. I called a lot of places to until Steven was able to get me a good price on the Gandalf, right? The second batch. I mean, you could certainly find... I mean, Sideshow has a list of every single retailer. You could dial them up. But the thing is...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's fine.
No, I was just going to say, OG Fan says... That's because John wants to make 0.2 cents interest on the deposit. Okay, it's funny. I laugh. But why should Sideshow make money on your deposit? Why should Sideshow be holding your money?
You're not wrong. Like I was agreeing with Mario. I would. Hey, take the 2 fucking cents on my peace of mind that I am getting that thing.
Yeah, but if you order
the last
it,
thing I want is to not get it when it comes out. Like,
yeah, but Dean, if you order it and you do your NRD, you're still gonna get it. I'm just saying, don't go on a payment plan because you're giving Sideshow the money ahead of time. You still order.
Yeah,
your
you
figure.
can do that, can't you?
Of course,
Yeah,
you
you can
still
do the
order
first
your
payment.
figure. You pay your $30 NRD, but
John.
you make your own. I used to be in banking, that's why. Look.
The every bank collector.
John, can I? Where is this thing?
Don't give these companies your money. Don't.
Hey,
They don't deserve it.
I gotta play this for John.
A man can only admit when he was wrong and ask forgiveness.
Yeah, Mario, you idiot.
Okay, look.
Fucking Uber.
Do you guys remember when some of these pre-orders were selling out early at Big Bad Toy Store? I remember one instance was Yondu.
That is not a good indicator, Mario. Big Bad Toy Store's order capacity.
Let him make his argument.
No. It was up for pre-order for the longest time, all right? Or not for pre-order. I mean, yeah, who cares? They sell out their allotments really quick. But the fact is that people have that on pre-order, right? And it really didn't guarantee, and they were having their pre-orders canceled.
I mean, even Sideshow technically with the Anakin, Darkseid Anakin, people were getting their shit canceled too.
But those were already out. They weren't pre-ordered. I had Sideshow canceled.
Yeah, but you could put on a flex pay even if it's out.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, no, you're right. But the same thing happened with me with what was it, Aquaman? I had it ready to go, and my order was canceled. So
I remember that. I remember we used that screenshot. Let me catch up on the comments. Pem says, I feel as a new collector, mainly statues. I'll only be in the game for a little bit. Prices are crazy now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Dude, the Predator
Mark
going
says,
for what was it, John? 3,000, 4,000 for the Predator?
Yeah, but it's a beauty. It's a good
beautiful
representation,
freaking
though.
piece,
It's a
but-
beauty.
Pockets run deep. Sketch says, could new collectors be a part of the problem as well? They have money to burn and are willing to pay those high prices. I agree.
Yeah,
People
that's a
see
good
those,
point.
those aftermarket prices, and Hot Toys sees someone paying $1,000 for an Iron Man. They can make a quick 500, no problem. Irie says that's why there is Marvel Legends and Black Series. There are other options to get your collecting fix if Hot Toys is too expensive.
But even those are going up.
Everything's going up.
Yeah, those are going up too. I want to get back to this comment here. Let's see.
Is it the one where Pamrika says first time and rare, but I agree with John?
No, we're not going to feature that one.
I don't see that comment, John.
Pizza Boy says the price on Iron Studios 1/10 are insane now. You can get Ant-Man and Wasp for 1/10 for $100 a year ago. So Steph, Sweet Angel, fan of the show, fan favorite, says, how did the Oxfather begin, and will there be an Ox
Boppy.
So it was like a Godfather meme, and then we just substituted it for Oxfather instead of Godfather.
Well, and I'm the real Oxfather.
Well, no, I'm sorry, but you're not.
Whoa,
I am the real Oxfather.
Really?
Zach fucking took
The real
that
Slim
name.
Shady, please stand up.
No, that is
Yes.
that is a damn lie.
That's 100% true.
That is a damn no. In the
Zach-
sense that you
Zach
created
was
the
like-
name.
Zach's like, I want to start a group. What should we call it? And I was like, dude, that makes me the Oxfather. I came up with it.
I am the father of my daughter, but if you gave me a name and I'm like, that's a great name, we should name our daughter that name. That does not make you the father. That makes you the guy that gave it the name. Okay.
No.
Zach practiced that one.
Parents name their child, you
I will say
idiots. You
Well, yeah, at the end of the day,
absolute
it's a fine-
buffoon.
You fucking. You know what? You know what? Let me hit him with one of these. Let me hit him with one of these. Get on.
Wow.
Shit.
Just
I
kidding.
hate to
Dude,
see
you
it.
fucking, what a fucking dingus. Are you guys listening to this guy? Dude, okay,
idiot,
first of
bro.
all,
I fucking hate this guy.
First of all, Zach,
Can't
are you
wait till the
listening
show
to me?
ends.
Dude, no, dude, you just wait.
Can I?
Are you ready?
Let's just end it. Fuck it.
Shut up.
Oh no!
How dare you?
Poor Zach.
This is
How
a
dare
war.
How dare you?
You know
We're
what?
stopping the show right now. First the
fucking
job
lay
thing, now
stream,
this.
bro.
Go fucking
we're at
drink
it.
bleach, dude.
Go play in
Fuck outta
traffic, Zach.
What the fuck, man?
Okay.
Oh man.
All right, let's get back to it.
We're back. We're back.
All right, we're back. Sorry, James C says the fall of collecting.
He just watched it live.
Oh,
Empire
man. Can you
collapsing.
imagine if we just left the stream on for like 24 hours? Oh boy,
America's got
show.
this musical chairs.
This is a great show. You don't get this entertainment
No,
elsewhere.
you don't find this anywhere.
America.
Come on.
Star Wars. Let me find this on the show sheet.
Oh, look at that.
Star
Manny
Wars
coming to my
Visions. Well, that's not true. Manny's Manny. I hate to break it to you, but you're on the shit list, buddy. Star Wars Visions, an anthology anime series on Disney Plus. I have not been this excited for anything Star Wars in an incredibly long time. Halo did this not necessarily with just. I think this is specifically Japanese anime studios. They OG fan says I'm getting dizzy. They did this with I think it's called Halo Legends, right? I think it was 13 short stories, each animated by different studios, and it was incredible. The stories that you got, the art styles are all totally different, right? One of the greatest. If you're a fan of Halo, do yourself a favor, watch Halo Legends. One of the greatest Halo anythings ever made. I am so excited for this series. And I hope that they don't do it a disservice by making these stories non-canon. I think it would be great to get some new canon stories, maybe smaller events. Maybe, I don't need to see the same 20 fucking characters in all 9 stories. Give us something new, but that's also canon. I think this is fantastic. I think the trailer was great. I can't wait to see where they go with this. And honestly, this is the most exciting thing in Star Wars for me, personally, in a long time.
Yeah. It seems a little odd because let me preface this with saying a lot of Star Wars was inspired by samurai and stuff. Mm-hmm. But when you watch like the trailer for these things and them animating it, it's super Japanese heavy. And I'm like, wait, is this taking place like if there were Jedi on Earth? Like, I'm excited to see where it goes. It just seems very odd. Like the styling is very Japanese, like samurai. I'm talking like the fucking outfits and everything. I'm excited. It looks fucking great. Like Zach said, Mandalorian season 2. Obviously, I was super excited for that. But this is new characters, new stories. It seems like it's not being ham-fisted down our throats, which is nice. It's like, what was that thing with a fucking rock? It was like a co-pilot. It was a rock. It was like, come on, guys. So this, I'm 100% on board. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Sorry. Yeah, no, dude, I agree, man. I mean, what I'm excited to see is, other than the obviously samurai inspired series, is that we're getting freaking new characters. They're expanding the universe, so we're not really seeing the same old characters over and over and over and over again, making the universe that much more smaller. They also recently did this, but they kind of like did the little snippets here and there of all generally the Skywalker saga, and they kind of gave it that little anime.
Yeah, I love that, dude. The little shorts that they were doing.
That came out really cool, man, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna do next with the series. It looks absolutely fantastic, just from what I've seen so far with some of the concepts and short animations. It's great. I'm really looking forward to it, man. It's awesome.
John,
I agree with Mario. To see the new, to see what's going to come down the pipeline with the episodes and new characters and so forth. Right now, I'll eat up anything Star Wars, so I'm excited to see. You guys pretty much hit the nail on the head with your points. Let's see how it goes. I think they're doing well. Disney Plus, the shows that are going on there. Actually, now that you pulled up Loki, that's a coincidence.
Yeah, this is Manny sent me this right now. This is the I guess this is one of Hot Toys showcase stores. They put up a banner with the Loki Hot Toys head sculpt. So obviously it's not the greatest photo in the world, but we'll probably have some news.
Is that the head sculpt?
Does it?
Yeah, remember they showed it. They showed it.
I remember they showed it, but I don't know.
They showed it without the head sculpt. They showed just the.
Yeah, I don't know why they put their. If this is just like a drawing, I don't know why they put their branding on it. Just wanted to show you guys. This just kind of came up. Let's move on. I know John, obviously his favorite movie of all time. Manny says it's Secret Base. Are you sure that's Secret Base? I I thought Secret Base was like
No,
inside
Secret
of
Base
a
is-
building.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's maybe a reissue coming because you see the horns on the picture next to him. Oh boy.
Yeah.
John, that's been they've showed
Evangelion
that figure already.
3. Yeah, that's
That's up for
3.0
pre-order already.
plus 1.01 Thrice Upon a Time is going to be on Prime Video on August 13th. Yeah, Hidalgo says that's Echo Base. In over 240 countries and territories excluding Japan. So, Dean, if you're wanting to check out the full Rebuild series, you can now do that after August 13th on
Jumbo,
Prime Video.
baby. Hell yeah.
Jumbo, baby.
Also,
We'll-
John, you were just wrong. I wanted to point that out.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh my God!
That's
You were
right.
also wrong in picking this movie, The Indian in the Cupboard. My goodness.
Dude.
On his birthday, Omri is given several simple gifts, including an old wooden cupboard and a small plastic figurine of a Native American man. When he locks the toy inside the cabinet, it magically comes to life as a tiny, cagey warrior named Little Bear. The boy then places other toys in the cupboard, and they too come to life, even engaging in entertaining battles. But after Little Bear is wounded, Omri begins to understand that his animated toys are not mere playthings. As
Zach,
a kid...
Don't even do this, Zach.
Okay, you shit all over Ava for like 25 minutes. I can't even take a sigh
This is
on my
uncomparable.
show. I can't
This
even.
is
I can't even take a.
childhood. This is-
I can't even.
This is my show. I do what the hell I want on my show.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Look at his face.
You piece of garbage.
Beetle.
Let me say this. When I was a kid, I think I liked this movie. As a grown man watching this film, it was a rough one. I think the story's there, and I don't know the pressure of being a child actor, but my goodness,
Yeah,
this
I know.
kid cannot act in this movie. It's bad, and it was
Poor little
distracting.
bugger.
All his lines, he's like whispering them, and I don't know why. In that one scene where Little Bear calls him his nephew, he like is having like an orgasm. I don't understand that.
There's a lot of
there's a lot of
like zooming in on this kid's face while he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I will say this. I think for its time, I think the special effects are fantastic. I think there's one scene, John, I think you have a clip. I'm going to let you play that when you're ready. One of the most, as a kid, I that scene I remember more than anything about this movie. I don't know. Was it fun watching it? No. Did my phone get AIDS trying to watch it? Yes.
Did you cry?
Did my Facebook get hacked from trying to watch this? Probably. Thank God for VPNs.
If you get any weird messages from Zach, they're probably real.
Did you shed any tears during this movie?
Maybe of laughter, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
I thought it was about a 6 out of 10.
No soul.
Mike says I can't believe he's like, I want my Patreon money. I'm out. That hurts my feelings,
That's right.
Mike, in ways that you can't believe. I would have rather watched Independence Day, if I'm being honest.
You're
I thought
ruining
John was going to
people's-
throw us a bone in America.
Oh my god, those are two uncomparable movies.
Yeah.
This movie is fucking weird. Like for a kids movie, it deals with like racism. Fucking
Yeah, this is
murder,
a movie that could not happen in 2021.
Fucking
No
animal
fucking way.
abuse. The motherfucker just yeets a fucking rat in a hamster ball. Like he looks at it and just kicks the shit out of it.
It's like that dog we'll talk about tomorrow, Dean.
Dude, like this movie, like as a kids movie, blew my mind. Like I don't remember any of this shit as a kid. Holy shit. Like the themes involved are like real heavy. The scene with Darth Vader was cool. Also, like, I mean, I guess it doesn't really need to, but what exactly is magical? Is it the cupboard? Is it the key? Is it
The combination.
Sam? Or what's his name?
Bofa.
Omri? I don't know
Bofa.
why I said
Both of
Sam.
them.
Why is his name Omri? That's the real question.
Okay, one, Omri's a cool fucking name. I'd never heard it until this.
He doesn't
movie.
look like an Omri, but
No. Okay, but like, there's a
Mark Zuckerberg.
heavy instance on the key, which is one of the weirdest fucking moments of the movie, where he like wants this key from his mom, and she's like, "Oh, It was the last gift from my dying grandmother. Here
My
you go.
dying penniless grandmother. Here you go.
You can have it. That's cool. Like, oh, holy
Hang on, it's the last gift from my penniless grandmother, whom I love very much. It's also in a bag with like 45 other keys that look pretty
Brian,
similar.
Who collects these keys, man?
Like
They're called skeleton keys, okay? People collect them.
It's such a
Maybe in Canada.
You collect reissues, don't you?
He's so mad. Put that.
Like, it's such a weird scene
Do that again,
to
John?
throw in there.
Daddy, chill.
Anyway, that scene just threw me for a loop because I was like, you don't need it. That's so heavy to put on a child. My dying penniless grandmother gave me this. You can have it.
And
It's
then
like,
the rat steals it at one point, I guess. I don't know. I honestly stopped paying attention to this movie.
and yeah, and then like the little friend, his friend is
Yeah,
like
that friend's a piece of shit, dude.
a fucking garbage
He was an
kid.
asshole. He
Like,
was an asshole.
An actual garbage pail kid. Dear God.
Was his friend? Was that Kitster from the Phantom Menace?
Was Aziz Ansari actually? No, I'm just kidding.
What? Oh, I was like, what?
My God.
That's the real Indian covered.
Oh shit, man! I'm over here. Oh wow!
Holy shit, dude! Wow, you can't make that shit. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, let me not shit on this movie for a second. There was a scene where they're watching TV, and it's like cowboys versus Indian or Native Americans. Sorry, this whole movie's got me in a fucking racial tizzy. And the cowboys enjoying the movie, right? Because the people on the TV are shooting all the Native Americans, and he's like, yeah, he's having fun. But when he moves to Little Bear, he's like horrified. And it's this really heavy moment
deep,
in the movie. And for a kid's movie, it's like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, but when you were a kid, you didn't pay attention to that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But I was a kid in the 90s, my guy.
He's so fucking terrified of what he's seeing. And then the cowboy behind him shoots in the air because he's all fucking excited. And he turns around and fucking kills him. I'm like, what the fuck? This movie was like incredible movie. It's fucking weird, but if you go into it like thinking it's like, I don't know, I guess rewatch this movie if you haven't, because I was like, holy shit. It's wild. There's like these like heavy moments that just get like interrupted by like, wait, what am I watching? It's good choice, John.
I think one of the weirdest parts of the movie is he's reading Stuart Little to his mom, and then he kicks the shit out of the rat.
Dude! It's fucking... Yeah, it's fucking...
He yeets that rat, bro.
Dude.
He goes all the way the stairs.
Dude, yeah. He's on one of those little hamster balls. And he just like... He's like... looks down at it, and like you could like see the cogs going in his head, and just fucking boots the fucking shit out of it. And it like fucking hits a wall,
like
bounces
ping
down
pong.
the stairs, and then it spins. You know, there's no. It's just like, dude, like the whole time I was like, is there a real fucking rat in this thing? This is the 90s. There was no rules.
There was no animal safety advisor
I
on
think
set.
they actually kicked this fucking rat. Dude, this movie was fucking out of control, bro. Dude, Omri is a fucking psychopath, dude. Holy shit.
Holy shit. that
I'm
was
not
good.
following that, man. Just skip me. Dean
Wait, did
jumped
you watch
mic.
the movie,
It was
Mario?
Mario didn't even watch the movie.
No, I did. I watched it. I told you guys I found it on Hulu and I watched it. I thought it was cute and charming, but
Shit.
damn, after all the shit that Dean just brought up, there's everything. There's so much more coming
Mario's
to light.
like-
It's just completely changing my mind about the freaking movie, man. I'm like, yo,
It's like, did we watch the same movie?
dude, you. I can't follow that, John. This is your movie, man.
That's fine.
Let's hear your
This-
thoughts.
this came out 1995, and let's not forget it was based on a book.
Yeah.
Right. So this is based on a series of books. What Dean said, 100% right. This movie wouldn't come out in 2021. That's for sure.
No, not with that title.
No way.
I think Zach said that, but yeah.
Was it Zach?
How dare you?
IMDb gave it a 6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 73%. Guys, I don't care what anyone says. When I watched this movie, I even shed a tear. This was like childhood memories. And you can appreciate it as an adult because of those adult scenes that happen when he's watching the historic events that occurred. You got to understand, he's putting these action figures in the cupboard. They're coming back alive. They look at him like a god in the beginning. Like a creator, right?
Yeah.
And all I know is this scene right here. This is what got me.
Oh, I bet this.
Now, as a kid, I don't know anybody who didn't want that cupboard. Okay?
You're not wrong.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Now, this is going to... So, you guys know I love this movie. This hits home for me.
This was 95?
This was 95.
Oh, man.
So,
okay.
You were a young adult at that time, right?
I'm not saying anything, but...
I think it was at college, but yeah.
So, this...
You ain't wrong, dude.
This brings me to my question. Kid, I want to just ask one question. There's nothing wrong with this kid. He needs a dentist, but other than that...
Wait, what the fuck is it? It's clear.
That wasn't Hannah Montana. That was Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, yeah,
you fucking idiot.
Listen to me. That leads me to a question in the chat to
Danny
you guys.
Lee.
I get a word in.
Imagine John's museum poses coming along. That's fucked up.
What?
Mark says Mario balls deep in 95.
Existence? Oh my god.
I'm dying.
Okay.
I'm dying.
Let me ask you something. You guys have this covered. What? You guys have this covered. Oh. What's the one figure you'd put in the cupboard?
I'm buying the 3rd scale Harley Quinn. I don't know.
No, seriously. What figure were you gonna put in the cupboard?
That's a good question, dude.
It's a great question. Probably the Android Bumblebee because it's adorable.
Yeah, you'd want something that would be your friend, right? Probably Goku.
Fernando says, "Why does the kid look like a younger John?"
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there's one scene in this movie that is really like, almost like seems like it probably went over even the kid actor's head. But he's putting, he's putting them back into the cupboard and like saying goodbye. And Little Bear looks at him and he's like, "Can you tell me, like, are we still great people?" And the little kid looks at him and he's like, "Yeah, they are. They're still a really great
You guys are great.
But it's not easy. It gets real hard." And it was such a really good scene because it's like, yeah, like this kid didn't want to lie to Little Bear, and it was just like, honestly, like the best moment in the entire movie. But holy shit, getting there are some moments of this movie that, like, I know we had a good laugh, but like it fucking drags.
You guys realize that Kathleen Kennedy produced this film?
Dude, Frank Oz directed this movie.
Frank Oz directed it, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
This was a perfect film, in my opinion.
So, John, you wanted us to include this photo here. What's going on about
this? Is this yours?
No, so I had this back in the day, okay? So this is how it came. You got the VHS case, you got the Little Bear, and you got the key. And in the right where that door handle. Yeah, I had VHS back in the day.
Still watching?
No, for this time when we watched it, did you use the VHS to watch it?
No.
Canada hasn't even gone to VHS yet.
It's got the laser disc.
It was on Netflix.
It's on pre-order still.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Eventually, they're gonna have DVDs.
this key inserted to the side of the door handle there, and it would open the case.
What'd you say?
This is how it was back in the day. Okay, so of course, you know what I do? I watch the movie, and the first thing I do is I go on online to see if I can find the figure
In
the key again.
'95? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, no, you didn't.
So I go online to see if I found the figure and the little key. I found a beautiful figure sealed in the package still with the key. The guy lives an hour and 45 minutes from me.
No shipper.
No shipper. I told the guy, buddy, I'll buy it. He wanted $25 for it. I don't ship. This fucking guy wants me to drive 2 hours, an hour and 45 minutes, to go pick up a $25 figure. I was so pissed. So pissed. But yeah, this was the childhood, man. This is how it came.
Dude, tell me you'll pay $35.
No, he doesn't want to ship. I don't ship. That's his rule.
Is he
Tell
like
him
a
to drive it
felon?
to you for
Is he-
$35.
I don't fucking know. I'm not going to drive an hour and 45 minutes for...
No, make him drive.
Oh,
Give him 10 more
whatever.
bucks.
He
Let me
won't.
check.
Must be American.
Well,
Anyways,
John, we'll find one and send it to you, John. All right, we'll
no, you're not
complete
going
your
to find
childhood.
anything.
I'm
This
a
was
look, I'm
like it. This was the set. You got the case. You got the two little figures. I remember this like it was yesterday.
Mark says, "How was your drive, John?" All right, let's pick the movie for next
Yeah,
week.
what is it,
I think it's
Zach?
my choice, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, John, are you ready for this? Can I get a drum roll, please?
Please don't do it.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Evangelion 1.1. No, I'm just kidding. John, you've never seen Lord of the Rings, right?
I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
Thank you.
No, sir.
Thank you.
Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, but I'd like you to watch the extended cut.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, it's the
Yes.
first one.
Fellowship of the Ring. Let me write this down.
Extended cut.
Extended cut though.
Extended cut. If you watch the regular cut, you're fucking fired.
Fellowship.
I'm just
Extended.
kidding. Mark says, "Ooh, baby, I want to hype up everyone for Mark Pearson's
We're gonna
new
do this for
podcast."
Mark. I promised Mark I was gonna watch it.
Wow.
So
Anyways,
this is good.
I think it's a great choice. I love
Absolutely.
it. I'm clapping
Yeah.
for myself.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
It's no Indian in the cupboard, but it'll
Well,
Yeah. It's not that in a good way.
yeah. Thank
In
God.
the best way.
July Patreon benefits: clips sticker, 1,000 subscriber sticker, mount, collect more magnet. Now there's two things. This slide was not big enough to contain. Actually, there's three things that aren't on this slide.
Wow.
We have for the top tier. Can someone solo cam me, please? We have the 1,000 keychain.
Look at that.
We also have a champagne gold certified crispy sticker, and I believe Mark Pearson, Sweet Angel, is putting a holographic sticker in our Patreon package for his new podcast to promote it.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be
I love
fantastic.
Mark, man. Mark's
One of a kind, that guy.
What a guy. What a guy. So we worked on the sticker design. I don't have anything yet, and I'm still waiting to see if they're going to arrive in time for July, but that is what we are planning on doing, and I think, honestly, it's our most ambitious sticker package yet. If you want to... Can someone solo cam this right here? The Ringcast sticker. Look at that action. Oh, nope. There we go. Look at that. It's going to be holographic, the Ringcast with the Fellowship there on the bottom. It's going to be great.
Why isn't it called Cast the Ring into the Fire?
Oh,
I don't know. We already ordered the sticker, though. Dean, let's give our Patreonies a shout-out.
Yeah, shout out Ben Porter, Sean Fear, Ian Seavey, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Sweet Mark, you beautiful angel, Paul Schreiber, James Colley. Am I saying that right? Colley? I always freak out if I'm saying it wrong.
you're
Sweet
good.
Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krapp, Big Ol' Fern, King Zach, Caesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Bomansky, Rick DeGregorio, Alvin Jules, The Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Bo LeBoy, Jimmy James, Mario Cortez, who's right here and handsome as ever,
Sweet Angel.
Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Lord Voldator, Eddie Manzanares, Joe Chutbeeks Corpus. He was also in the chat last night. Shout out Joe.
Whoa.
Yeah, and Mr. and Mrs. JB. Bam, 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 bam.
Bunch of angels. We have 3 tiers: $5 Sweet Angel tier, stickers sent straight to your door, and access to Ox After Dark replay. $15 a certified Crispy tier, figure fixes and a Crispy certificate, and the $25 What a Guy 18x24 silhouette poster, doubles of all the stickers we send. 1 sculpt tier painted by Darkside Customs after 3 months, and all the benefits of the previous tiers. So 3 different ways there. We also have TeePublic if you guys want to check out some of our different offerings there. We got some great designs, and if there's any designs that you guys like that aren't there, we can definitely always put those up. No problem with that. And they do sales all the time, so if you see them and you think they're a little expensive, they normally go for like 30% off a few times a month. Looking at the network, we have Small Talk. They went a bonus episode with Dorklair last week. They're also going live again Thursday. OFAC podcast, The Jewel and the Crown. Great show. They had an episode last week. That should be uploading Thursday as well. Collecting Rarities had an episode last Sunday, and I think it was a pretty good one. In and Outs of Collecting Mario, you're going live Friday?
This Friday.
What time are we doing it?
We are doing it at, well, as of right now, we're doing it at 8 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
But
Very cool.
we're considering moving it. We're still in talks.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. CW Clips, great production there. CW Live Unboxing. I was sad that I had to miss it last night, but I'm excited for next Monday. John, do you know what we're doing next Monday?
I'm leaning towards the Hot Toys Wolverine from the Origin movie. I think we're going to do that one.
Wow, very cool. After Dark will be tomorrow at 10:30, and then Ox plays. Dean and I found a new game I think we're going to try to play. Dean, I think we're still doing that?
I need to. I haven't been on my PC, so I've been meaning to buy it.
Yeah, it's a first-person shooter. What are they called, Dean? Like castle defense type game?
Can we pull up a trailer? Maybe show the peeps. Turn off the audio, but
Yeah, what's it called
excited.
again? Remind me.
I don't remember.
Put me on the spot there.
Yeah.
Let me look it up real quick. I'm gonna type action hypercharge. There you go.
There, yeah.
All right, so let's. Well, that's not.
And if anybody has a PC and wants to join us,
yeah, this game should be very. What's the word? Very easy on the PC, I think. Hypercharge.
So I can play.
hey,
I think so. I definitely
right.
spelled gameplay wrong. But this is the game. Let me turn that volume down. You basically play as an action figure fighting against like other action figures.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's super fun. I played it for like an hour and I had a good bit of fun. So that's something that we're gonna work on for Ox Plays. And like Dean said, if anyone wants to play, please let us know. It's a very simple game. Nothing too crazy, but it should be pretty fun. So that's something you guys have to look forward to. Going back here, we also have the Facebook group Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. It's a great group if you want to chat with us outside of our regular scheduled programs. As far as shoutout goes, 6 Scale Scavengers, Brian, Chris, TC, Optical 20, JB Collection, KG Collectors on last week. What a great guy. Rogue 16, PJ the Paradox Nerd, Jow from Third Party Reviews, Boogie Manny, DCX, and then of course John the Everyday Collector. So great group of guys there who put out content for all the peoples of the world.
Isn't it? You have to go back and correct yourself, bro. Isn't it? Did we all learn today that it's Joao?
Oh,
how you say, John?
Yeah, 100%.
Did he say Joao again?
Yeah.
Okay, you get $1 from him every time he says it.
I'm just gonna say Third Party Reviews from now on. I'm sorry. How do you say it, John? One more time.
Joao.
Joao for Third Party Reviews. I gotta do the whole name like that though.
I don't know what.
I feel like that might be
nationality-
racial.
I don't know what nationality that is, but it's nothing.
Anyways,
nothing on
do you
this
guys have any
planet.
shout outs you want to give before we kick this one off?
I'm gonna give a shout out to Mark. I'm looking forward to his. I'm looking forward to the podcast. I'm looking forward to watching the movie, so I know what he's going to be talking about a bit.
Dude,
I think
you
that's gonna be it.
absolutely have to watch the extended version.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what fucking hoops you need to
How
jump
many
through,
hours
you
is
know?
that though?
Four.
About 4.5 hours, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted
split
to
it up a
shout
couple
out
days.
Michael Matsumoto Art. He sent Dean and I a print. Dean, you got to pick it up. We have to do an unboxing stream when you come.
Oh,
and pick
yeah,
it up.
yeah.
But he sent us a great pair of Dragon Ball Z prints signed for us.
Oh, nice.
I also wanted to shout out Thor from DCX. I know he's mentioned that he's stepping back a little bit from content creation, and he's been such a great guy with us, kind of getting Mario and Eddie and John started with in and outs, and really great guy. I've been on a few streams with him, and it's hard to find people that are so genuine as him, and I hope that his break isn't a permanent one. I hope he comes back, and he's a great guy, and the DCX open mic was a great show that a lot of our listeners enjoyed, that I enjoyed personally. So looking forward to the future, and hopefully he enjoys his time off with his family.
Yeah. I want to shout out PJ again. Zach and I were on his stream back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, PJ, of course.
Shout out Will.
Leal.
Foxification, a fucking amazing guy. Yeah, shout out Leal. He's so cool, down to earth. He has a really interesting take on things, and like articulates it in a way that like I just can't do. So he's a real cool. If you guys want to check him out. And shout out Steph. She's been in the chat. She's been active. So I think she might want to play with us. So
yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
we'll have to figure out how many people we can play with. But yeah, that sounds super fun.
Yeah.
John, Mario, do you guys have any shout outs you want to give?
I gave
you stole my shout out. No, I was going to shout out Thor, but you beat me to it. Again, Thor, we love you, bro. Keep your head up, man.
Jumbo, baby.
Wish you all the
Jumbo,
best.
baby. Shout out to Dan. Shout out to Eddie. Anyways, great show tonight, guys. I think we had a lot of fun. Shout out to everyone in the chat. The chat was booming today. There was plenty of times I was scrolling for a while to find a comment I needed to talk about. But anyways, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Mario.
I'm Jonathan.
We'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye.